Hey everybody, happy Monday. It's your girl, the Brooke Ashley. Come on in the room, come on in the room. Today we are here to discuss The Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 17, episode 11. And y'all, this episode was a 10 out of 10. Atlanta is eating down. The girls are having fun. Pinky, you did your big one. This event was so cute. Now, y'all, can we just have a chat for 2 minutes before we start this recap? Can I say I miss y'all? How are y'all feeling? How are y'all doing? Listen, honey, we won. The New York Knicks won the finals, honey. Thank God we won, honey. It was Knicks in 5. All my other New York girls, honey, stand up. We did it, honey. We did it. Listen, y'all, I feel like I have not seen y'all in days. The last time we went live was last Tuesday. I miss y'all. I miss y'all down. When I tell y'all, I am so happy that we won. Because I'm telling y'all right now, if you follow me on Twitter, you saw my tweet. I said I need y'all to win the game because I cannot go and eat another chicken wing, another slider. I can't have another lychee martini, margarita. When I tell you, the shots have been flowing. The drinks have been flowing. I'm like, I need to go back on my salmon and sweet potato diet. Like, it's been too much. So thank God that we won because I did not have it in me to go to game 6 tomorrow or game 7. So thank God we won. Thank God. All right. Y'all. Oh, Brooke, you were cutting up on Twitter. You can listen. When I tell you, I was like, I cannot drink another lychee martini. Listen, honey, this finals was exhausting. I was like, why do I feel like I was in the game myself? You would have thought that I was in the finals the way I was so exhausted. These last several weeks have really taken it out of me. I mean, this has been outside to the max. Like every day has been something, okay? Come on, honey, they have me, when I tell you, I was just like, I don't work out this hard to be sitting up here throwing it all away to have all these chicken wings and alcohol. I'm like, oh my gosh. Baby, these folks at the bar kept buying me drink after drink, shot after shot. I was like, oh my gosh, like, it's enough. It's enough already. I seen you cutting up on Instagram. Listen, Osmond, when I tell you, they had to wrap it up. I could not go for game 7. I said, no. Y'all need to win this tonight. You need to win this tonight. It's a wrap now. All right, come on. Listen, y'all, come on. Oh, I love you had a huge watch party for our Knicks. When I tell you, it has been, listen, all gas, no breaks, honey. It has been watch party, bar, club, another club, another club. I'm happy you had a good time. I am going to sleep for like after this live in Rhode Island, I'm going to sleep for a good week. Because when I tell you it has been nonstop. Oh, honey, I'm having the best time. I am truly having the best time. Honey, you know I had a good time, honey. I was like, oh, I miss y'all. I miss my subscribers. I miss y'all. I love y'all down. But honey, I was outside. Honey, when I tell you we have the parade on Thursday. For all my New York girls, are you guys going to be at the parade on Thursday? Let me know. I'm thinking about going, but I know that the parade is going to turn into going out again afterwards and having more drinks and more sliders and wings and all that. So let me know. Maybe you might see me at the parade. We can all link up. Let me know, okay? But I'm on the fence about the parade. I might just watch it, in the comforts of my home. But who knows? I like to be outside. So let me know, honey. Oh, we were so busy. All right. Yes, literally, if you follow me on Instagram, it has been nonstop martinis and margaritas since game 1. Okay. Oh, we have Juneteenth on Friday. So, yeah, it's going to be nonstop again. Babe, when I tell you, New York, we are about to have the greatest summer. I don't think you understand. Like all my New Yorkers, we're really about to have the greatest summer ever. So, yeah, we are going to be all gas, no breaks until Labor Day. So I hope that you guys are ready because it's about to be. You should go. All right, you know what? You listen. You don't have to twist my arm. All it takes for somebody to say, "Brooke, just go to the parade," and I'm gonna be there. Okay. And when we meet each other, when we all meet each other in July at the live show, if you have not bought your tickets yet, why did I check the website a few days ago? Why did I check? We have 17 seats left for the live show. When I tell y'all the show is damn near sold out, 17 seats are left, honey. So when I can't wait to meet y'all. Maybe we can all hang out after the live show. But when I tell y'all, we are going to have a ball next month, honey. And we are literally a month and 2 days away from the live show. Y'all saw that I went to the Next Gen NYC party on yesterday. Honey, Bravo spared no expense. We'll talk about that later on. But yeah, honey, it has been nonstop. We are about to be outside, honey. Okay, come on. Oh, come on. We're going to have London. We're going to have London in the building, honey. I love this. Oh, I love this. Oh, congratulations to your sister. I know she is sleeping in. We got to get ready for this Alaskan cruise. Oh, have the best time. Honey, oh my gosh, when I tell you, July is going to be here in 2 seconds. When I tell y'all, I am so excited. I can't wait. I am beyond excited. We are going to have a time. The conversation. We are going to have the best time. Y'all, the link is in the description box. If you want to buy a ticket, live stream tickets are available too. But special guests will be in the building. It's going to be a good old time. All right. We're going to Dorothy, I'm going to save that for the live show. We're going to listen, honey, because the way Bravo plays, honey, we that is kitchen table talk. We will talk about that in private at the live show. Okay, I got you. Because, honey, I said it is night and day. It is the money that is spent. It is night and day, honey. We will talk. We will talk next month. We will talk, right? Don't start. You see, Dorothy, you see what happens when I don't see you guys for a week. We always cut up. All right. Okay, y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, y'all. Let's get into this recap. We have a lot to talk about. Honey, I miss y'all so bad. I was like, I can't wait to see my girls and boys, honey. I love y'all down, okay? Honey, we are going to catch up next month, honey. I promise you. Brooke, go to the parade. I'm going. Oh, okay. If you guys go to the parade, then maybe I'll pop in. It starts at 10 a.m.? But that means I have to get to the parade. You got to get to the parade early, though, to get a good spot. Maybe just DM me on Instagram or email me, child. Just email me. Honey, I miss y'all so much. We cannot go this long without speaking, honey. We cannot go this long. All right, y'all. Yes, honey. I love you guys right back. Okay. I love y'all down. All right, y'all. You know what? We're going to do another live after Rhode Island. We're going to do a cute hot topics live because we got to talk about some other stuff. All right. So let's just get into this recap. All right. Okay, guys. So again, I enjoyed this episode, honey. This felt like old school Atlanta again, just like the shade and the fun of it all. Cynthia, you need to come back on as a full-time because Cynthia is working. I mean, we have not seen a friend of work like this in ages. I mean, just Cynthia is it, okay? So y'all, we open up the episode with Shamea at Cynthia's house. You guys know I love Cynthia's home. Lake Bailey does not get talked about enough when we talk about the top homes on Housewives. I've always thought that Cynthia's home was gorgeous. Shamea says that Cynthia's home feels good. It feels like peace and love. And now Cynthia's like, have you recovered from your husband's party? And Shamea says, oh yeah, I had so much fun. Gerald is still talking about it. Now, I find that hard to believe because the way your husband says 2 words in every episode, that man barely speaks or opens his mouth. So I don't know about him. You know, he's still talking about it. What does he talk about? What is he saying, Shamea? All he says to you is, yeah, okay, yeah. So, I mean, I'm just the image of Gerald talking her head off. I'm just not seeing it. It's no shade. Thank you. I doubt Gerald is speaking. Okay. Gerald wasn't talking about it at the party. Gerald said 3 words in total. Okay. Listen, honey, that man has not spoken in years. Thank you, Jameer. You said empty-handed, honey. There she go with this Gerald impression, honey. Oh my gosh. Y'all said Brooke don't start. You said Gerald said 5 words as opposed to his 2. Oh no. Oh, Brooke, did you notice that Shamea came empty-handed to Cynthia's? Oh, I didn't even notice that. Maybe I was so, I don't know how I didn't even notice that. And Shamea, you know better. Shamea, you never come empty-handed. I mean, Shamea always comes with a bottle of champagne or wine. Shamea, you really came empty-handed? I'm shocked. Now, Shamea, I got to deduct a point because, honey, you know, you have too much money. You know better than that. But I'm going to give you a pass, Shamea, because you are generous. You always come with something. This is a lapse in judgment. Maybe Cynthia and Sissy, you don't bring anything. I don't know, but I'm going to give you a pass this one time. Shamea knows better than that, though. Shamea, honey, listen, I'm going to give her a pass because Shamea is really good at bringing something. So maybe I'm going to say, Shamea, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm in a great mood. And I think that maybe Cynthia said, you know what, Shamea, don't bring anything. I just want to see you. So maybe that's what it was. Because, you know, sometimes the host will insist that you don't bring anything. Maybe that's what that was. But still, when it comes to me, I'm going to bring something. Even you tell me don't bring anything. I just don't feel right walking into your home with nothing. Okay. So maybe I'm going to give her a pass for now. Yeah, honey, a tap on the wrist. Exactly. Yes, honey, that's your one pass, Shamea. Exactly. Yes. So now they go outside to sit on Cynthia's deck. And Cynthia says, Shamea's a good time, but she was not, her behind was not fun in Dallas. Because of my history with her, I owe her this time to hear what's going on with her. I get her being defensive, but damn. So now Cynthia's like, you know, how did you come up with the guest list when it came to the surprise party for your husband? Because a lot of people in the group were not invited. So Shamea says, well, last time I spoke with Drew and Angela, it wasn't so good. So Cynthia says, yeah, I heard about what happened with you and Angela. I heard that it was bad. Shamea says, you can't come for somebody's marriage and then think that we can come back from that. So I really appreciate y'all because you guys will remind me of some things that I've missed, right? Because last episode, I was firmly on Shamea's side about that was really nasty of Angela to come for her marriage and lie on, you know, and say that she's sleeping with Hawks players. Now, while I do stand on that statement, because Angela is saying that she has proof that Shamea is sneaking around, either show the proof or leave it on the playground. A lot of y'all said, but Brooke, fair is fair, because Shamea did say something about her marriage first. She threw out the whole crack about your husband, Charles, is always outside. So that was also her way of saying that he's cheating on her too. So again, fair is fair. Angela hit her where it hurt. So Shamea playing victim, you can't really play victim when you started the whole thing first. So yes, you know what? You got that. I appreciate y'all for letting me know in the comments in the last recap that Shamea brought it up first about Angela's husband is also outside as well, because she was implying that he's also up to no good too. So again, listen, honey, I can always listen to other theories, other points of views, other opinions. I appreciate y'all for letting me know that fair is fair and that Shamea is not the victim. And you're right, because I forgot that Shamea did say that first. So when Shamea said that, you know, playing the victim again right here on this scene, I was like, girl, stop. You said what you said first. Angela hit you back, and now you guys are even. So now Cynthia's like, when it comes to Drew, what's your issue with her? We're all on the same page because I'm still confused as to what the issue is with Drew. Shamea, you started the whole thing with Drew last season. You came for her at the radio station, you know, downing her music and her album when it was time to talk about your music that nobody listened to. No shade. But I just thought it was really weird that even you don't know what the issue is with Drew. You just want to be mad, and it makes no sense. So now Shamea says, I don't have an issue with Drew. She just wouldn't stop bringing up Porsha. And Shamea, that's been your go-to line. But like nobody's bringing up Porsha, I feel, except for you. Maybe, I don't know. I don't, unless I've missed something this season, I don't remember anybody really bringing up Porsha. I remember Angela and Drew both saying, you blamed us for the demise of your friendship last year with Porsha. That's all that's been said. But for you to keep saying that they bring her up, or that's not true. Like, I don't, again, unless I've missed something, let me know. Yes, Shamea is pressed about Porsha. Shamea, move on. Thank you. Cynthia clocked it, though, when she said that Shamea took on Porsha's beefs. I agree. They've moved on. Yes, Shamea has not. She brings her up, then shuts people down when they question her. Yes, Shamea is weird. We know that Shamea's issue with Drew is, at least I have a theory. Oh, wait, I want to hear your theory. Let me know your theory, friend. I want to hear it. Yes, Shamea still hung up about their fallout. I agree. Projection. I agree. So now, Cynthia says, Cynthia says, well, with that being said, since you brought her up, why didn't you invite her to your party? So Shamea's like, well, that's a bit too much for right now. So now Cynthia interrupts and she says, well, let me say this. She did invite you to her house, and then she said that you invited Dennis to the party. So now Shamea kind of gets testy, and she's like, let me finish talking. Now, Shamea, I didn't like this attitude that you had in Cynthia's house. The same way Cynthia respected you in your house in last week's episode, when Cynthia said, you know what, I'm going to be quiet. It's your house. I'm not going to get crazy in your house. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to let you have that. Let Cynthia talk. You're here to get her opinion on things. She's giving you her opinion. She was, respectful. You acted like she just interrupted you. She said, wait, hold on. Let me just say this one thing. And then you were like, can I speak, please? Like, I didn't finish talking. You weren't hearing what you wanted to hear. So now you want to get all snippy with Cynthia. I was so annoyed. Yes, she was rude to Cynthia. She'd be in the lake, baby. That's how I felt. I was just like, Shamea, you're in this lady's house. Let her speak, please. Yes, honey. Watch your tone in my house. Exactly. So now, Shamea says, we were in an awkward space. We had not spoken. On the other hand, Dennis and Gerald talk all the time. They plan the play dates with the kids. This might be petty of me, but somebody let me know. When is Gerald talking? I just don't see him being this big talker. That man seems quiet as a church mouse. He didn't even say more than 5 words at his own birthday party in the last episode. I don't see him having this grandiose friendship with Dennis, but okay. Whatever you say, Shamea, I still stand by you were being petty by inviting Dennis and not Porsha. Period. End of story. She says that, Simon might have been there if he was still living in this country. So Cynthia's like, all right. Shamea, when Porsha tears you up at this reunion, I don't want to hear anything. That was a nasty comment. And again, it shows your pettiness. It shows that you're still angry at Porsha shutting you down and saying, you know what, I don't want to be friends with you anymore. You're still hurt by this rejection, because for you to add that in about Simon would be at the party had he still been in Atlanta, that was nasty. That was a comment that could have been kept up here or said off camera. But it's clear that you were still mad, you were still pressed, and you miss Porsha dearly. Because again, why even say that? So now Shamea says we had some pretty nasty text exchanges after the reunion. And she says something about my marriage. Cynthia says, you know what? When it comes to you and Porsha, it's bigger than this circle. So you guys have history. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm not going to get involved. Shamea says, I'm not going to put our business out there, but girl, it wasn't great. You don't mean me well. You don't wish me well. And I don't want the fake ish anymore. We don't all have to be best friends, but I do want to have a good time when I'm away from my family. I think that Shamea is someone, she has a very strong victim complex. Somebody's always doing something to her, and she doesn't tell what she's done. I'm not buying the fact that things are so bad between her and Porsha, when if that were the case, Porsha would not have invited you to her home in the first episode. You know what, Shamea? I guess I'm really upset because last season, when you first joined as a full-time housewife, you really had all of us believing that you were the victim here. And then when everything unfolded, we realized that that's not the case, that you were also at fault for the demise of your friendship. Porsha has something on Shamea. Think about it. They were friends for 20 years, single for a long time together. Porsha definitely has her tea. If anybody knows about what Shamea is doing in her marriage, outside her marriage, before her marriage, it's definitely Porsha, for sure. I agree. Oh, you said Shamea seems very male identified. She sees retention of men as a one-up on other women. She loves keeping in contact with somebody's ex. That's a good point. Yes, it reminds me of Liz from Rhode Island. You know how Liz is still friends with all of the exes of all the other women? It's really weird. Shamea has a bit of that Liz in her as well from Rhode Island. It's kind of bizarre. So now Shamea reveals that her surrogate starts her month cycle. And she says, what if this the male embryo doesn't take? It's a lot on her mind. You guys know my thoughts and opinions on Shamea and Gerald trying to, have a boy. I've said how I feel about that. God bless. Godspeed and God bless. Cynthia says, I imagine it's all very stressful. And now Cynthia says, well, is that why some of your anger and energy seems misdirected? Shamea says, no, they've lit me up. I'm lighting them up because they've lit me up in return. So now Shamea's like, Cynthia, can I please get some love? She says, Cynthia says, yes, you can. Cynthia gives her a lap dance. They both laugh, and I guess they're good. I'm not going to hold y'all. I'm just not that interested in Shamea playing the victim for the remainder of the season. I'm not. Shamea, I need you to figure it out. I need you to stop this stupid one-sided beef that you have with Drew because it makes no sense. I need you to stop talking about Porsha. I just need you to stop the BS, like immediately, because we're all growing tired. We're all weary. This scene with Pinky and K. Michelle meeting up for lunch. Pinky says that $9,000 came out of her account this morning. No idea what it was for. Then she says it was for the food for her restaurant. Then she says that she's celebrating today. She's celebrating life. So now she's talking about how the bankruptcy at first was heavy on her. Lucky for her, she has a husband who's super successful. He will help her if she lets him, but right now she wants to do it on her own. She says, I want him to see that his wife is a warrior, and that's what attracted him to me in the first place. Pinky, every time you say things like that, I feel like crying, like my heart weeps for you. Because for you to say, I want my husband to see what a warrior I am, and that's one of the main reasons why he fell in love with me. Do you hear yourself? I would pass away if a man that I am intimately involved with ever looked at me as a warrior. Like if somebody ever said, you're so strong, you're a warrior, I think I would you know what? It was a nice run. I'm here. I'm going up to be with my Lord and Savior. I'm done. Like I would simply pass away. If somebody ever said that to me, I would probably combust. You'd have to check me in at Bellevue because I could not imagine. And my heart weeps for women, especially who that's a badge of honor to be strong and a warrior and to do it all and to carry the load. That's really sad. And the fact that she has a husband who has the means to bail her out and she's wearing this as a badge of honor to do it herself is really sad. And it shows the brainwash of so many. And I'm not trying to get so upset about this, but it is alarming to hear that because so many think that way. And it's very sad. Before I forget, the last time we spoke last week, y'all were telling me about that woman on Instagram and on TikTok who, a desperado, she proposed to her husband, bought their rings, paid for the wedding, retired him. They're divorcing now. Several of y'all sent me the video via DM. I sat there and I actually watched the 3-part saga. I almost passed out. And I almost cursed y'all out for even sending it to me. But I was like, thank you for sending this to me, but why would you do this? I like lost for words. I couldn't even speak. And she said it proudly. She's like, like, here's what happens when you retire your husband and propose to him and pay for the wedding. The words that I want to say about this woman, we have to speak offline. We can't speak here. We can't speak here. Email me, because I was so tempted to go off in those comments. In all seriousness, if I can just give one piece of advice, if you or somebody that you know is a desperado, please know that if you have to pay a man's way, if you have to ask a man out, if you give a man money, if he's asking for money, he does not like you. For the people in the back, for the desperados in the back, if you have to chase a man, ask a man out, send a man a drink, buy a man, pay his bills, he does not like you. He does not like you. And that video that y'all sent me on Instagram in my DMs, I wanted to take my eyeballs out of my sockets and wash them with soap. That's how sad it was. And Pinky reminded me of that woman when she said that comment in her confessional saying, I want him to see that I'm a warrior. I almost passed out. I literally almost passed out. Child, Desperados Anonymous. No, it's got to stop. If you or any of your loved ones are desperado, you may be entitled to compensation. Yes. Why are you telling a man how much money you have? Are you dumb? Like, what's wrong with you? I don't understand what's going on. Please don't. Thank you. Yes, you're telling. Yep, she was making $50,000 a month and paying all the bills. We'll talk. We will talk in the next live, because I can't. I really can't. It's an epidemic of desperation, and I'm tired of it. So anyhow, I'm not going to hold you. If I hear bankruptcy one more time from Pinky, I'm going to scream. Like, I'm going to jump out the window and scream. Pinky, I don't care about this bankruptcy storyline. It's enough already. It's enough. If I hear the words bankruptcy from now until the finale episode, I swear to you, it's going to be you and I. I do not want to hear it. Enough. Now, Jesse, why would you say bankruptcy in the chat? Oh, no. You guys are so petty for all running bankruptcy in the chat. Oh my gosh. You guys are, oh my gosh, you guys are terrible. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So anyhow, K. Michelle says, everybody has their seasons, their highs and lows. I'm going through my season right now. She brings up all these opinions that make her feel like she doesn't belong. And now Pinky says, well, no, you do belong, girl. K. Michelle, let me just hold your hand real tight. For the last time, you are not the victim. For that comment that Drew made about you not belonging 3 episodes ago, for that comment to hurt you to your core, that is wild to me. You badmouthed that lady's career. You called her all types of flops and, cursed her out So it's okay when you go crazy on somebody, but when she gets you where it hurts, now you're offended. It doesn't work that way where you can say whatever you want, and then when they clap back, now you're just so offended. Like, I don't understand that. You got her, she got you right back. And the thing is, what really hurts more, the fact that Drew is always so calm when she delivers her reads, whereas you're so reactive and you're always all rah, rah, rah all the time. The fact that she got you like that, she hit you in the gut, didn't have to curse, yell, or raise her voice. And meanwhile, you did all that and she still got you. That's why you're upset. Because Miss Mama's read the hell out of you in one sentence while you were sitting up there cursing and hollering, looking so stupid, and it didn't amount to a hill of beans. That's why you're really upset. Because Drew was quick with that shade. Drew's mouth is lethal. And at the end of the day, Mama is a vet on the show. She has 5 seasons under her belt, while you are a newbie. You and Shamea are both new here. Okay? And if I'm being honest, if we want to look at it, Drew has outlasted everybody who ever came against her. So you and Shamea and Kelly might be off this show, and Drew will still be here. So just remember that. Yes, honey, Drew ate. Drew ate. So now she says, speaking of belonging, why was Shamea trying to take that purse out of your hand? So K. Michelle says, oh, she told you about what happened last week? And Pinky says, yeah. So K. Michelle says, well, life is more than the national anthem. And hopefully if you do right by people, you'll get to experience other performances. Jealousy always tells on itself. Kay, you can say whatever you want. That is nothing but jealousy and envy. The fact that you are bringing up her performance, that had nothing to do with anything. How do we go from talking about that to now you're bringing up the national anthem? You are jealous of Drew, and that's the real reason why you have this issue with her, because this makes no sense. Y'all can fight me down in the comments. You can fight me for all my replay watchers. Feel free to fight me in the comments if you disagree, but I'm standing 10 toes down. Jealousy always seeps out. It always seeps out. And between the way she acted in the last episode and then this comment right here, very telling. Pinky being nasty, saying, oh yeah, she can perform on cruise ships. That was nasty. Now, Pinky, if we drag this low budget production that you're trying to film, if we drag you on that, I'm sure you'd be upset, because this budget that you have of what, $40,000? Girl, what kind of production is that going to be? And that's including all the actor salaries in that $40,000. You want to sit up there and throw jazz about cruise ships performances, but let's talk about this. I mean, this isn't even a Tubi budget. Tubi at least has 6 figures to give to folks. You have $40,000 as the budget. Girl, stop. You said more like 40 cents. Listen. So now K. Michelle says, oh, Pinky says that they should do a versus. K. Michelle says, she puts out AI music. Kay, where's that country album? I'll wait. So now Kay says, we had a long night that night. Shamea and her mom came to the club. We see the clips, and she says that Shamea's mom came in with a white suit with her titties pushed up to her chin. She says, I don't know whose mama does that, but, I can rock with it. I can only imagine what that whole interaction was like with Shamea's mom there in the club with them. Because even Pinky was like, well, was her mom, not you guys praying in the club? And she was like, yeah, pretty much. I'm sure they were probably praying for over an hour while the DJ's there. Like, that whole scene with Shamea and her mom praying over K. Michelle about God knows what, I'm sure that was a scene. I'm sure that was like, I'm trying to picture and visualize that right now. Now, I couldn't stop laughing about she said Shamea's mom came in with a suit on and her titties pushed up, honey. Because speaking of the titties being pushed up, honey, today's video is brought to you by Skims, girl. Okay, you know I love my Skims, honey. All right, let me play you all my ad read. Okay, girl, get into it. Skims has done it again. I am in love with my everyday cotton ultimate bra. If you want those girls to sit all the way up, even in a basic tee, and really add some extra zhuzh to your outfit, this is the bra for you. Now listen, the girls already sit, but when I tell you with the everyday cotton ultimate bra, they just sit up even more. Yes. And the best part about that Skims everyday cotton ultimate bra is the fact that it doesn't feel like your average padded bra. It's so soft and it feels so smooth against your skin. And listen, y'all, I've been wearing my Skims Everyday Cotton Ultimate Bra every single day, and 10 out of 10. I have truly put this bra to the test, and it's the one. Shop Everyday Cotton and all of my favorite bras and underwear at skims.com. After you place your order, be sure to let them know that we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select our show in the drop-down menu that follows. So shout out to Skims, honey. Please get into their everyday cotton collection because, listen, the collection is flawless. The bras are 10 out of 10. The material, y'all saw me in the ad read, the way the girls sit, what? I mean, they already sit anyway, but they really sit even more. Just phenomenal. But thank you, Skims, for sponsoring today's video. And now back to the recap. All right. Yes, honey, the link is in the description box. I have it pinned in the chat too. Make sure to use my link. Get everything that you need, honey, because when I tell you Skims is really, listen, the material, they did that. Like Kim K did that. Like chef's kiss, okay? You said, do the breasts come with the bra? I want both. Thank you so much. You said sitting, honey. The girls were sitting. Thank you, honey. Oh my gosh, y'all are so funny. You guys are so silly. Thank you. Hey, cool nerd. Thank you for the super chat. My theory on Shamea and Drew is that they both fight to be Porsha's bottom girl. That's why they can't move past it. Both give side girl number 2. They need a queen bee. Oh, but I feel like Shamea, yes. Drew, I think Drew can hold her own. I don't think that Drew wants to be anybody's bottom girl. I think with Shamea, yes, but I think that Shamea is threatened because she feels like Drew is replacing her. But I don't think that Drew wants to be anybody's sidekick. Does that make sense? But I mean, your theory, I see it, but I don't see it so much on Drew's end, more on Shamea's end, if that makes sense. Hey, Andreas DeWolf, thank you for the super chat. No woman should strive to be a warrior. No, ma'am, Pinky. Listen, when Pinky said that, it was very alarming. I said, no, ma'am. I said, no, girl, no, sir, no, ma'am, a mess. I need her to stop saying that. I need her to stop saying that because it's really wearing me thin. And that's a bad example to set for Black women because too many Black women feel like they deserve to be, a warrior or strong. No, never, never that. A mess. Hey, M Love Black always. Thank you for the super chat. Agreed, which baffles me when folks are discussing what Drew's saying as if it was unwarranted. Up until that point, Kay was hostile to Drew, so however Drew responds is fair. I agree. Hey, Ivans Lyra, thank you for the super chat. Brooke, you look. Thank you so much. Let's not forget RHOA's bad face. Sonya, Marlo, Sheree, Kenya, Latoya, etc., etc. Yes, Drew stays strong. I agree. Yeah, if we're being honest, Drew outlasted everybody that you mentioned. Sonya's gone. Marlo's gone. Sheree's gone. Latoya's gone. Kenya, unfortunately, is gone because of that dumb stunt that she pulled last season. But yeah, you're right. Drew has outlasted all of them. That's crazy. Unlike Shamea, Drew went toe-to-toe with Porsha. Yes, that's very true. Yes, that's why I can't get with Drew wants to be the bottom girl because Drew did go face to face with Porsha last year. You're right. And she won. And she won because everybody was on Drew's side last year, especially me. Nobody was on Porsha's side. So I think that if anybody wants to be the bottom girl, that's Shamea. Yes, Drew is not afraid. She's not. Hey, Jacob, thank you for the super chat. Kay will either throw Shamea under the bus or not turn up to reunion. So, wait, you know what? Hold on. Because I want to, look, you brought this up at the perfect time. We find out in the club that Shamea was telling her, I hope you stay loyal to me and be my friend because none of my friends want me to be your friend. She says, when I heard that, I got to my car, I was crying. K. Michelle revealing that already showed that she is throwing Shamea under the bus. That right there is showing that K. Michelle is side-eyeing Shamea's antics. And now we know, and the audience knows, that Angela was correct in Dallas, that Shamea is feeding information to K. Michelle to taint her view of everybody else in the group. That was not by happenstance that K. Michelle threw that out there. That was strategic. That was a slick way of throwing Shamea under the bus under the guise of telling Pinky about what's going on, in my opinion. She's already thrown her under the bus. Now, I don't think that K. Michelle would turn down that reunion check. Hopefully she will turn up to that reunion because that's a nice bonus. They get an extra 6 figures for attending the reunion. So hopefully she wouldn't be so dumb to skip it. But just to respond to your first part of your super chat, she has already thrown Shamea under the bus in this scene. Because her revealing that was like, oh, like, okay, damn, like, okay. So that's what's really going on over here. Got it. Shamea is not that bright. I agree. She's not. Hey, The Life of Samad. Thank you for the super chat. The book, Brooke Ashley. Thank you. Make them matter. Yes, honey, you already know. Thank you so much, Samad. Thank you. Yes, Shamea was the one plotting. I agree. Kay said she's going to the reunion. I'll watch what happens live. Yes, the sneak peek for next week as well. You have them bringing this up, and then Shamea's like, wait, who said that? So yeah, yes. You have K. Michelle trying to deny what she said because Pinky, I think, brings it up, or somebody brings it up. But it's going to be interesting to see how K. Michelle gets out of the fact that she did throw Shamea under the bus in this episode. Next week looks really good, and I will be seated for that. Okay? Shamea is a friend to no one. I agree. So now K. Michelle says, I have Shamea's back more than anything, but for her to keep saying that nobody in Atlanta wants to be my friend, I don't want to hear about no damn candy-coated nights. But I like you, and that's what I lean on. I don't know how Candy got involved in that. I thought that was a weird comment. Again, Kay, it's just kind of weird when you bring up cast members that you have not met and you were not on the show when they were on the show. So you bringing up Candy for no reason just felt weird. Now, I will say, Shamea, you're playing the game all wrong. I don't know how you could think that that's a good idea to keep telling somebody that nobody else wants them to be your friend. That's not a good idea because all that builds is resentment, anger, and it brings up rejection issues. Why are you going to keep telling K. Michelle that nobody in the group wants them to be friends? Like, let's think about that. Whatever game you're playing, Shamea, it is backfiring greatly. You're not that strategic. You think that you're smarter than you are because on what planet would you go and tell somebody every time you see them, oh, you know nobody wants me to be your friend, right? You know nobody likes you, right? What kind of game are you playing? Like, I'm confused. All that's going to do to somebody is build resentment, like I said. I don't know. Shamea is not playing this well at all. She's not. So now, Kay says, I would like for us to have fun. Pinky says, speaking of fun, I told Derek that we should have a skate night. So Kay's like, are you inviting everybody? And Pinky says, yes, everybody. Drew Yonsei too. They both laugh. So now we get to Porsha. She's at home with her chef, and her chef is making this amazing meal. And mind you, we see Mike come over. He's knocking on the door, and the producer's like, "Why don't you have a doorbell?" Porsha's like, "These are iron doors. You either have to call me or either bust your knuckles." Porsha, I don't know what you have against doorbells, but okay. The answer confused me. I don't know what that has to do with anything about you have iron doors. I know that iron doors are very expensive, but still, where is the doorbell? I said, girl, just say you don't want a doorbell. Like, I mean, but that answer didn't make any sense. You said bill collector. So exactly. When I tell you, I was so confused by that answer. Why is Mike still on our screen? I agree. Mike and his spray painted beard. Listen, honey, we're going to talk about Mike because Mike came empty-handed too. So we have the chef making oxtail, lamb chops. There's fresh fruit. I mean, he went all out. I said, Chef Maurice, you did that, right? So now Mike's asking, when is the chef moving in? They all start laughing. Mike, let me just get you together. You came in empty-handed, but then on top of that, you didn't even wash your hands before you ate. I was always taught that when we came from outside, before we even opened up the fridge, we washed our hands. I was so shocked the way you just picked up that oxtail and started chopping down on it. I was like, damn, didn't wash your hands, didn't get yourself situated. I was like, oh my gosh, like who does this? Yes, he's very goofy and greedy, unsanitary and sloppy. It's just like, I know a paid actor when I see one, but paid actor or not, you can't wash your hands before chomping on some food. He just came in from touching the door and slapping five with everybody and just came in, took a big old slab of oxtail and chomping down on it. I said, who does this? Who does this? I was like, the meal was part of his compensation. Yes, no manners, no etiquette at all. Just, I couldn't believe it. So, I mean, he came in hungry. You know how people will say hungry with an O? That's how he came in. That man came in hungry, honey. Just a mess. Oh, no, Devin. I'm not playing with you today. Oh my gosh, you guys are so silly. Please. Yes, honey. His stomach was touching his back, honey. Belly touching his backbone, honey. Like in the cartoons, ribs touching it, everything. Stomach growling, honey. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No decorum, no manners, no nothing. Walking in with his pot belly. Jameer, stop. You said he walked in with his pot belly and dirty hands. Oh gosh, you guys, please. Oh my gosh, you guys are so silly today. I'm not playing with y'all. I am not playing with y'all. Oh my gosh. So now Porsha says, I really like Mike, but I'm standing 10 toes down on my sister's advice. We see that a few weeks ago, Lauren told her to date 5 people, multi-date, and I feel like, yes, women should be dating multiple people, in my opinion. She says that, I know I'm wifey material, but I just want to move differently this time. So now they're talking about love languages. Porsha says that mine is communication. Mike says, oh, really? Communication? Oh, for real? Because I've seen some stuff. Porsha says, so yeah, I was at CultureCon in Brooklyn the other day. That's where she revealed that she was dating a man and a woman. Porsha says, yes, I was wrong for that. In my odd mind, I thought that I was giving them a shout out. So Porsha's like, how did you receive that? Mike says, I wasn't happy about it, to be honest, but I do want to hear what you have to say. Mike, you need to be happy to be here getting free promo and publicity. Like, be happy that you are here. You are sitting here eating a free meal by her chef. You should have no issues with whatever she reveals to the public, in my opinion. He's getting free food, honey. Yes, honey. He's here to get his IMDb credit. Exactly. All right. Free promo and free food. Okay, with his dirty fingers. So now she says, we've been going on dates for some time now. A decision has to be made on what it's going to be. I said, honestly, though, Porsha, it's okay to just date. Like, you've been through, 2 failed marriages, a failed engagement. It's okay to just date and have fun. So she's like, you want kids? What if I don't want kids? Mike is stuttering. I don't know what he said. Porsha says, I do appreciate the fact that he's allowing me to take it slow, but at my age, what if she fails when it comes to giving him a kid? She says, I don't want to go through IVF again. So Porsha says, I will say that you are quality. I said, oh, to each their own. I'm going to leave it there. But that man walking through that door with no hostess gift for you and didn't even wash his hands and sat his behind down to chomp on that food. I don't know about quality, but that's just me. Not a per diem of $75 a day. In other words, she's ready to fire Mike. I'm screaming. Oh my gosh. So now Porsha's like, no, Mike says that he does want to take things slow with her. I said, of course he does. That means more camera time for him. So now he says, what you're saying is valid. And now Porsha's like, do you want some more food? And he says, yeah, of course. I said, yeah. I said, he cleaned that whole pot of oxtail out. He cleaned that pot out. I said, you ate this woman at a house and home, drank up all her liquor, I'm sure, and came empty-handed. I can't. I truly can't. I truly can't. And also, why haven't we seen Mike take her out on a date? Every time it's always him coming over, eating her food, drinking her liquor. We saw Sway take Porsha out, but where's their date night, her and Mike? Why is every date night in the house, on her dime, in her house, on her dime? He took some Tupperware too. He did. A mess. It's giving Stacey and TJ. I agree. Took a to-go plate and everything. Brooke, that wasn't part of the contract he signed. You said Mike is a bum. Like, I'm just confused. I mean, the food looked good. He must be broke. If Mike took her out, there'll be a Kelly's Waffle Shop. Oh, no. Y'all better stop. I'm not playing with y'all. He said he picked her up for a date. Well, how come we didn't see it, though? How come we haven't seen it on the television? How come when it comes to him, it's always just him at her house, never them outside, where he has his wallet open? Oh, my God. He had a doggy bag and all, honey. They had their date on a bus. Yes, I've noticed that, too. When we see him at her doorbell, we never see what car he pulls up in, because I want to know, is it a Porsche outside? Is it a Benz? What is it? What you pushing? Because it's giving, I'll let you fill in the blanks, because, I don't want to say anything. I don't want the girls to be mad at me if I name a car brand, and now you feel, so I'm going to stay away from it, but you can fill in the blank of what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I know we don't see a Benz, a Beamer, a Bentley, a Porsche, a Range Rover, and you get where I'm going. An Audi, you know what I'm saying? You said it's Uber, honey. It's Uber. It's a Lyft. Uber outside, girl. 1991 Lincoln Town Car. You guys are so silly. A taxi. He took a city bike. Oh my gosh. Walking from the bus stop. Oh my gosh. Not the same bus stop that Sheree's house was in front of. Y'all are so silly. Oh my gosh. It's a bus. One of them scooters. Oh my gosh. You guys are so silly. Oh, but y'all, but it's not a free bus ticket, honey. Rolled up with production. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Wait, how did you know I was going to say that? How did you know I was going to say that? Oh, my gosh. She was really upset about that, too. Tried to sue him and everything. A mess. A hot mess. All right. In the van with production, honey. You guys need to stop it. A 93 Chrysler on the back of a bicycle. So now you guys are so silly. Oh my gosh. So now we move on to Kelly. Kelly is moving out of her townhouse. Her friend Lamont is there, and so is her mom. Kelly says, I never lived anywhere where I felt uncomfortable, but unfortunately, my home is no longer a place of peace. I've had an issue with my neighbor. She's been harassing me since day one. Stalking my daughter, Chloe, booting her car. I had to call the cops on her. Once the nonsense hit the blogs, she was commenting and doing all these things. I said, get me out of here. She says that my girls are handling it all so gracefully. So now we see the movers are there. They've packed her up like quickly, honey. So now she pulls up to her new townhouse and we see Shamea greet her. We find out that Kelly is moving into Shamea's townhouse. She says, to have my bestie say, hey, I have a whole empty townhouse. I'm so grateful. Now, Shamea, I can always give you your 10s. One thing I have always loved about you, I love your generosity. I have always loved that. I think that is a great trait to have. And that's why you're blessed. You're blessed to be a blessing. You get 10s across the board. This is very sweet that you are giving Kelly, you're letting Kelly stay in your townhouse rent free. That's talk about friendship. Shamea had a full spread for Kelly when she walked in. I mean, the food looked phenomenal. Again, Shamea, you really ace it when it comes to being a great friend in that regard. 10 out of 10. I see why Kelly is so eager to be friends with you, because you really have people's backs. I'm sure you probably slipped her a few dollars too, if I had to guess. Shamea says that this townhouse was one of the first investment properties that she bought within her marriage. When she found out about Kelly's plight, she said, absolutely. It feels good to be able to help the people that I love. Kelly thanks Shamea for being a great friend. So at one point, as Kelly's thanking Shamea, Kelly looked at her mom, and her mom's like, why are you looking at me? Like, why are you looking at me? Look at her. And Kelly just says, well, mom, I'm just saying, like, I'm just happy, right? Not to harp on this, but did anybody feel like Kelly's mom's reaction was a bit strange? Like, you would have thought that Kelly's mom would have been a bit more grateful to Shamea. Like, the mom was just standing there like, arms crossed. It was really weird. And then when her mom was like, why are you looking at me? Say this to her. I thought it was, I could not imagine my mom saying that to me. If like, I couldn't, like, it was like her, she was just looking around, talking to everybody in the room. I thought the mom's reaction was strange. Yeah, it was. You said the mom is embarrassed. Oh, her mom is, you know what? That makes sense. But I still feel like, I get that she's embarrassed that she can't help her daughter financially, but you don't have to act like that, especially on camera. It was all really weird. You said maybe Kelly's mom knows that BS is afoot. That's true. Her mom acts like Kelly should not be in this position. She seemed off. Mom offered her house and she went with her friend. Oh, okay. Yes, they did say that. But I guess she's thinking maybe the mom doesn't have enough space. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I feel like when you're on television, sometimes it's best to suck it up and put on a happy face for the cameras, because now you have people like us who were like, why was her mom acting like that? You know what I'm saying? Even if her mom did feel a certain way, don't show it on the cameras. Because I was like, what's up with the mom? The mom didn't say more than 2 words. The mom didn't even say, because I was waiting for the mom to say, oh, thank you so much, Shamea. That's so nice of you. And the mom didn't say anything. She was just looking like, oh, like, okay. It was all very weird. It was all very strange. It was strange to me. The mom couldn't act her way through that screen. Mom doesn't want to. Oh, you said, even if I let my friend live there rent free, I never tell anybody. What is Kelly doing with her Bravo money? The divorce. And remember, her Bravo check isn't that big. This is only her 2nd season. Remember, the first two season paychecks aren't big unless you're already a celebrity like Lisa Rinna, Denise Richards, Garcelle Bouvet, K. Michelle. Your first season check is not going to be big. So Kelly is already getting scraps with that Bravo check. So now let me say this. Yes, Kelly gets $3,000 to $4,000 an episode. Exactly. Yes, there's no Drew Sidora check. Yeah, Drew makes a good coin. Let me say this. Kelly is too broke for my liking. Kelly been broke from day one. Fraud. Okay, let's get into it, because I had a lot to say. Kelly, that's how I know that those 17 bags that you gifted your daughter last season, stop it. Those bags were loose bags, okay? Because how we go from that to money problems galore, you're getting sued left and right, credit card debt, credit cards not being paid. Yeah, it's been fraudulent since day one. The fact that you tried to shade Drew Sidora last season for her allegedly not buying anything from Balmain, but yeah, here you are with no money. I mean, here you are getting all sorts of free services, honey. You have Shamea putting you up in her townhouse. Later on, we have Phaedra helping you out. Girl, you came in here on this show limping financially. So if I were you, I would give Drew an apology, because all that stuff you talked about, Drew, she's still doing well financially. And here you are needing help from everybody. You don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. Literally. I said a mess, girl, a mess. I'm also side-eyeing this whole relationship with Jarvis, because you're telling me that Jarvis gave you $70,000 for new teeth, but yet you have to depend on Shamea's townhouse for your living quarters. It doesn't make any sense. Because if I were you, I would have taken that 70 grand to move into a new place and pay some bills and pay some debts off. That's just me. Kelly, none of this makes any sense. None of this makes any sense. And the girls are saying that you lied about the teeth, that nobody paid for anything. You got the teeth done for free in exchange for a free promo, because the girls on Reddit caught you in the airport with a shirt with the dentistry's name on it. It was for free promotion. So yeah, Jarvis did not send you anything. Jarvis sent you a whopping total of $7 on Cashapp. Like, girl, stop. Because again, I'm confused. If you have a man who will buy you new teeth, you should not be behind on bills, nor having to move out abruptly and into your best friend's home. Just saying. My teeth would have had to be rotten like Nene's before I spent $70,000 on teeth. There is no Jarvis sells a promo teeth. I agree. So Jarvis equals Gerald's credit card that Shamea swiped at this point. Kelly doesn't even own that. You said 1-800-FIX-A-TOOTH all on the shirt, honey. Jarvis PT, honey. Shamea helped her with that Jarvis line. I agree. This show is swallowing Kelly up like her fashions, honey. Jarvis sent a super chat. Oh, no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Not for her to cash on the 21st, honey. Oh, not that Google AdSense check, honey. Don't do it, honey. Don't do it. Loose bags, honey, and loose teeth. Y'all need to stop it. You guys are so silly. Not the 21st, honey. Not the 21st, honey. Not the super chat, honey. Oh my gosh, y'all will not do it. Y'all will not do it. So anyhow, we have Angela with her brother and her daughter Arlie. Her daughter is adorable. I'm glad that we're seeing Angela's other kids, and not just Amari. Because remember I had said that, I was like, how can we only see Amari? We don't see the other 3 children. So shout out to Angela's children. They are just so cute. So they're at the park, and Angela and her brother are reminiscing over their childhood. We find out that on her mom's side, it's the 3 of them, 2 girls and 1 boy. He's the only boy. She says that me and my brother are super close. I always go to him for advice. So we find out that they haven't seen each other since their mom passed last year. And now Angela says it's been crazy for everybody. Arlie will always say, I miss grandma. So now she says that her son, Avon, who was 11, he's also emotional, but he's at that age where he doesn't want to show his emotions. So now she says that I can go days without thinking about her. Then when I do think about her, I can't stop crying. Grief is tricky. Let me say this, because grief is not linear at all. I mean, grief is a tricky thing. Anybody who's lost a parent will tell you. You can, for my own, I'll let you guys know, there are days or sometimes weeks that I can go sometimes and I won't even think about my dad. It'll be like, there are just days where you just don't think about it. And like, yeah. And so when she said there are days I don't think about her, that does happen, especially the longer the time passes. There are days where for me, I can go days without thinking about him. And then when I do think about him, it can be, sadness or happiness. But yeah, it really rides in waves. Like some days I can think about my dad without crying. Other days I don't think about it. Then other times I can think about it and I'm good. Like I'm just happy. And it's not a straight line. It really is. You really just ride the wave of it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it ebbs and flows. It does. It does. There are ebbs and flows for sure. It's like, I think that, talking for me personally, I think that it's so true what they say about as time goes on, it's a new normal now. Like how do I put it? In a sense, it does get a bit easier to deal with it because the pain isn't as intense as it was when it first happened. Like I'm 5 years into it now, so it's not as intense. Does that make sense? Like, it's just for all of y'all who've lost a parent, like you know what I'm talking about. Like, it's not like there are days where it can be hard, but like it's not this. I don't know. The intensity of it does wear off. Like it gets better. I want to say, like the pain never goes away, but it does get easier to manage. But it's supposed to, because if it weren't, we wouldn't be able to move on. You wouldn't be able to live your life because if the pain, I was taught in grief counseling, my grief counselor told me the pain does get easier, because if it were the same, we wouldn't be able to move on. And that's not a good thing. You have to be able to live your life and be able to live knowing that the person wants you to live your life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's not a linear process at all. Yes, it's very true. You do. It's very true. Yes, you understand. Some days you might have a memory and either cry or laugh. It's very true. Yes, it dulls over time. No, it's very true. Oh, I'm like, Biomiss, I'm so sorry to hear that. My condolences. Please allow yourself to feel the pain. Please, I mean, and just know that take it one day at a time. I know that you've heard all the cliches. I'm not going to bore you with cliches, but just know that your sister wants you to live life to the fullest and feel all your feelings, take it one day at a time, and just know that the love that your sister has for you and your love for her, it's never going to go away. And I hope that that brings some comfort, but my heart goes out to you. It really does. My condolences. Yes, no, I'm my condolences to you about your brother, but yes, you feel it. Like there are times where you feel it heavier than other days, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, so no, of course, of course. I mean that's fresh. That's what that's 6 months. Yeah, no, that's fresh. So no, please feel it, feel all your feelings. Um, grief is not a straight line. You have your days, your good days, you have your bad days, you have your off days. You have everything in between. You do. But y'all, I do. I mean, I'm not going to hold you. I was tempted to skip past this scene because I don't want to. You don't want to bring the mood down talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like it gets heavy. I found myself tearing up listening to Angela, and I don't want to bring the mood down and talk about you. You got what I'm saying? Like we can kind of move past this because I don't want to like we want to have a good time. I don't want to make anybody sad. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good. Yeah, like I don't want to make anybody sad. So let's we can kind of, but my heart goes out to Angela and her brother and her family. I really felt bad. It is a lot. Like I don't want to bring the mood down. Then you get what I'm saying. Like I don't want anybody to feel teary eyed or let's you get what I'm saying? I know. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that. That's what. Yeah, I'm kind of not looking forward to this because. Yeah, when we get to the. Yeah, I know. We see each other. I was thinking about that. That's going to be a very tough watch. Well, let's listen. It's not here yet. We have time for that. But yeah, that thought has crossed my mind. That's reality of life. It's supposed to be reality TV. No, it's true. No, it is the reality of life. But like, I just don't like to dwell too much in it. Like, I don't want to make anybody sad. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like getting emotional. You get what I'm saying? I'm not always in the mood sometimes to like be in that space. Does that make sense? Like, there are times where it's like, I don't really want to talk about the heaviness of life all the time. Like, I'm here to put a smile on your face and make you laugh. I'm not always here. I don't always want to sit up here. You get what I'm saying? But I didn't want to seem crass by skipping over the scene. It can be kind of tough sometimes. So, all right, you feel me? Yes. Yes, for a review, we just want to have fun. Like you get what I don't want to bring up sad stuff and make you sad. So yes, it's too heavy. Yes, yes, no, it can be. It can be a lot. It can be a lot. I thank you for understanding. Yes, we're here for an escape. So, all right, y'all. Now, I will say this though. Angela's oldest daughter, Amari, comes up in conversation, and we find out that the siblings, Arlie and the boys, Angela's other kids, the younger siblings, have no idea that their older sister, Amari, is married. They still think that that's her best friend. Her brother was like, excuse me, you can't pamper these kids. They need to know the realities of life. Angela feels like that's Amari's business. She should tell her siblings when she feels ready to that she's married. I'm not going to hold y'all. I was taken aback by that. I'm not trying to be funny, but when it comes to Angela and like the whole family dynamics, Angela has a lot going on that I'm still confused by. We still don't know the full story of why Amari got kicked out of the grandma's house, like, and then her aunt, Angela's sister, fighting with Amari. Like, it's like when it comes to Angela's family dynamics, we only get part of the story, and that's always been my biggest gripe when it comes to Angela, because it's like, tell us the full story or leave it on the playground. But I was taken aback when she said that the other kids don't know that their sister is married. My thing is this, Angela, you're like, Arlie's 9, your son is 11. I think the other boy is also a teenager. I'm sure their peers, parents watch the shows, so they don't talk. You don't think that your kids know? I'm sure that they talk about it in school. Like, oh yeah, my mom was watching your mom on TV last night, and they said that your older sister is married to a woman. They don't hear that. So I'm confused as to why you guys are hiding this. I'm sure they've heard stuff at school, and then with this episode airing, I'm sure they're really going to find out now. It doesn't make any sense. Her daughter was on Twitter earlier saying that Angela's not homophobic, has always been supportive. So now I'm just confused. During Pride Month is crazy. Plus, we still haven't seen the wife. Her kids absolutely will hear about that in school. The siblings probably have a group chat. It doesn't make any sense. They must have cell phones. I think something else is going on. Angela said that she loves Amari's wife. Listen, honey, I'm confused. Amari is grown, so what's the secret? I don't know. Listen. All I know is the siblings deserve to know. God bless. That's all I got. God bless. Godspeed. But now we get to Phaedra in her office, and we have Kelly. Kelly comes up to see her. Kelly says that she's in need of miracles on top of miracles. Everything is in the red. Mama is broke, right? She says going through a divorce when the other party is not helping financially with the kids, it becomes a burden. So Phaedra says, I went ahead and filed an emergency ex parte filing. I do want to file another motion for child support. So now Phaedra says in her confessional, Google me. I've won many awards for my litigation skills. They cut to Cynthia's infamous read in that reunion where Cynthia says, win a case. So Phaedra says, Cynthia, let's get it right now. The record speaks for itself. Now, production was so shady for showing that clip, but I will say this. Cynthia will go down in the Hall of Fame for that read alone, because that back and forth between her and Phaedra at that season 7 reunion was iconic. Phaedra was shook. That win a case. You said, which case did she win, honey? Googling Phaedra's litigation awards right now. Yes, Cynthia did win that argument. Okay. So we have Phaedra's partner come in with champagne. Now I'm confused. Why are we popping champagne bottles right now? Nothing has been won yet. And her partner wanted to be on TV. He had his mic pack on, honey. Now I said, sir, you're a partner at the law firm. Why do we have this big bald spot right here in the middle? We have enough money to get that fixed. We can go to Turkey. We can, we can fix that up nicely. Like, I was just confused. But yeah, honey, he came in with that bottle of champagne. I said, yeah, it was premature and cheesy. Yeah, I could not. I was so confused. Honey, it was giving briefcase. Honey, I was so confused when he walked in. Yes, honey. Get some sacred drops, honey. I mean, no, don't tell me to stop. The cameraman was zooming in on it. I said, my God, they were zooming in on the spot. I said, my God, today. Oh, gosh. I was just confused. I think I was confused by that. I was confused by the premature celebration of the champagne. I was so confused by everything. The cameraman was so shady, honey. Haven't even followed the paperwork. Why are we popping bottles? I was so confused, honey. The breezeway is on the crowd, honey. Production is BS, honey. Like, what were we toasting to? And even Phaedra was looking at him like, when he popped open the champagne, even Phaedra was looking at him like, why are we doing this right now? Like, nothing has even happened. She was confused, but she wasn't trying to embarrass him on camera, but she was even looking at him like, and he was like, oh, here we go. He popped it open. They were all like, what is going on? He's all like, woo, like champagne for everybody. I was just like, what is going? I was so confused. It was charity. Kelly could use free liquor. He jumped ahead in the script. He wanted a moment, child. He did. It was so unserious. He wanted his 15 minutes of fame. He wanted to be on camera, honey. Oh my gosh. Just a mess. Just a mess. So he was ready, honey. Oh my gosh. You said both would have loved to have been there. Free champagne, honey. Oh, did Bravo hire Wendy Williams? Baby, that cameraman was shady. That cameraman was so shady because they were zooming in. I said, my God. I said, y'all are not right. Oh, divorce filing sort of at 5,000. Kelly was happy, honey. Oh my God. You guys are so silly. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh God, y'all have me crying today. So anyhow, Kelly says the situation, then there's a situation of me filming with my girls. Phaedra says that is paramount. I've been through that situation, going through a divorce as well. This is my gift to you. You're in a rough time. So now Kelly is emotional. She says, Phaedra, I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. It feels good to rely on Phaedra and Shamea. I'm forever indebted to you. Phaedra says, I understand what it's like to pay astronomical legal fees. I went through it myself. If I can help Kelly, I will do that. I will say, Phaedra, I know I get on you a lot, but that was really nice of you. That was really kind of you. And I was so happy to see that, you were extending grace and services. That was really sweet. That was really, really sweet of her to do that. Kelly, you came on this show needing everything, needing a hand up, a hand out, free room and board from Shamea, legal services, courtesy of Phaedra, and a check from Bravo. I mean, you came on this show limping into the finish line. Mama, it's no shade, but you came on this show limping, honey. Girl, you need to thank the Lord that you have friends on this show who are giving you free services. Yeah, a free stylist, free styling, because she wasn't paying Paris. Free room and board, free legal services. Free everything. Yeah. No, for real. Literally free everything. This show was her saving grace. It really was. Wearing a t-shirt in the confessional. Kelly was on thin ice. So now, you said a free dog groomer. Ciao. Yeah, she will help the girls. She will. No, it was. I thought it was really touching how everybody really did ride for each other in this episode. It was sweet. Hey, Dark Child 99, thank you for the super chat. This was an all-around kind giving episode. It was nice to see. So now we can kind of skip past this scene with Pinky and Derek at Montel Jordan and his wife's house. They're there for marriage counseling. I know that Montel Jordan and his wife are pastors now. Congratulations, happy birthday. We can move on. We can move on. We can move on. I don't have much to say. I don't have much to say about this scene. I don't. Pinky is determined to do everything herself, be the strong woman. God bless. I'm tired. So anyhow, we have Porsha and Phaedra on their way to Drew's house for lunch. Porsha looked pretty. Phaedra, I have to say, this look with this hair with the bangs, I wasn't mad at it. I thought Phaedra looked cute. Like, it was giving sexy. Like, Phaedra, I thought you ate this look up. I thought Phaedra ate this look up. So as they're on their way to Drew's house, Phaedra's like, you done shook up the internet, girl, talking about passion and punani. So Phaedra's like, why are y'all trying to make Frick extra gay? She's going to be running around with the pride flag through Midtown. So now Phaedra says, this is Atlanta, though. So everybody here likes a bit of surf and turf. I said, not surf and turf, honey. I said, Phaedra, what you trying to tell us, girl? Phaedra, you like some surf and turf too every now and again, girl? Because the way Phaedra talks about it, I kind of get the impression that Phaedra too, sometimes, maybe on Tuesdays, who knows? Porsha says, even though Mike and Sway know about each other, it's still awkward for them. She says, selfishly, I didn't think about their reactions. It was a classic Porsha moment. So now Phaedra starts talking to Porsha's Lips, and she's like, now, Lips, what do you like? And they start laughing about that. Phaedra is hilarious. So now they pull up to Drew's house, and Phaedra says, it's my first time here. I know it's Drew's house, and Ralph lives in the basement, but it makes me wonder if Pinky has a sister wife in her basement. Now, let me say this. Porsha and Phaedra, did my eyes deceive me, or did you guys also pull up to Drew's house empty-handed? Phaedra, as the Southern Belle, I'm quite disappointed, because why would you pull up to her house empty-handed? You know better, and especially if that's your first time at somebody's home. I was surprised about that. Now, Drew, I need to give you your 10s, because this spread was immaculate. Did that. 8 down. Drew, this spread that you had was giving. 8 down. 8 down. Girl, you really did that. I will say, though, Drew generally has nice spreads. Like, say what you want about Miss Drew Sidora, but she usually always has a good spread when she has a party at her home. But this spread was definitely top 5. Okay? Yes, honey. She did let Angela know. She let Angela know, baby, we're not doing those little tiny chicken wings from Wendy's. This is a real spread. That's how you do a real spread, okay? She did that. So we have Angela come through. Angela says it's been a hard week, coming up on the 1-year anniversary of her mom's passing. Happy to be out the house. So we have Cynthia there, and they're all having a good time. Now, mind you, Kelly, Shamea, and K. Michelle and Pinky, take notes. This scene right here, this is the winning team. This interaction, this lunch felt very much old school Atlanta. The light shade, the banter, the jokes, everybody was flowing, the spread. This right here, this is what I want to see. Again, it gave old Atlanta seasons 1 through 7 when they used to do it like this. This was it. Whatever Kay, Pinky, and Shamea and Kelly have going on, less of that, more of this, please. This is the winning team. I'm serious. So now, Phaedra does joke about she invited K. Michelle to the lunch. Drew's like, girl, no, you didn't. Don't even play like that. They all start laughing. So now they discuss Drew's national anthem event. Porsha says, oh yeah, Drew sang the national anthem and she killed it. She says when I got there, Shamea, she was trying to preserve her voice, and the girls were trying to take her voice. So now Drew explains about the whole drama with Pinky, inviting her to do this project where she's doing this series about her life. And she says, oh, by the way, Naturi Naughton is going to play her. This right here had me in tears. They all said what I said last week. Phaedra says, oh, Naturi, that's my twin. They all say I look like her. Very reminiscent of when Kenya said that she looks like Beyonce, and people tell her that all the time, and they were all like, girl, stop. Now, I will say, though, Phaedra and Naturi Naughton, they actually favor each other slightly. Like, I could see that over Pinky and Naturi. So now, Cynthia had me in tears. Cynthia was like, this Phaedra, 2026 Phaedra, or back in the day Phaedra? Because I don't see it in this wig. I saw people saying, oh, Cynthia was so mean. If her and Phaedra are friends, why would she say that? Do we not remember all the shade that Phaedra would throw Cynthia's way back in the day? Like, let's not do that. Let's not forget when Cynthia joined the show and they met for the first time. And Phaedra was like, oh, she's a supermodel. Being a supermodel does not mean that you're gorgeous. It just means that you're really tall and can fit sample size. Like, let Cynthia get her licks in. I know they're friends. They're good friends now, but don't act like Phaedra was so sweet and nice to Cynthia earlier on. She said some slick, nasty stuff about Miss Cynthia. So I didn't mind Cynthia getting her lick back saying, girl, not in this lifetime or the next. Like, stop. So yes, and it is different. They can shade each other because they're friends now. It's light, cute shade. Before they used to go for the jugular, but now it's cute shade. They're actual friends now. They actually like each other. It wasn't that serious. Cynthia wasn't calling her unattractive. She was just saying, "Are you sure that they look alike? Because I don't see it." So, just saying. Yeah, it was a cute little tug. Nothing serious. A cute little tug. It was light work. Exactly. So now, and also the way Phaedra gives it to folks, you need to give it as well as you need to take it as well as you give it, because Phaedra throws a lot of shade, honey. So she'll be okay if Cynthia threw a little shade in the confessional. It was cute. It was harmless. It was light shade. She'll be okay. Angela had me on the floor. She said, wait a minute, Naturi Naughton is playing Pinky? She said Naturi must need that check because she knows good and damn well she don't look like no Pinky. So I would like an apology, because the way y'all tried to act like I was horrible in the last recap when I said I don't see the resemblance. Y'all tried to eat me up last week when I said, unless I'm crazy. Angela took the words out of my mouth, because that's what I wanted to say to y'all. But the way y'all chewed me up and said, Brooke, and I said, no, but I'm serious though. And y'all said, move along, Claudia. And I said, no, but I'm serious though. I don't see the resemblance between Pinky and Naturi. And here Angela said it. Then yes, you agree. Yes, you did. It was 10 of y'all who agreed with me. It was 10 of y'all who we saw each other. Okay. No lies detected. Not us. Must be the replay crew. Yes, I agree. You said, who is y'all? I know I agreed. No resemblance in a $45,000 total budget. It's a no. Oh my gosh, honey. Angela says, only person I can see as Pinky is Mr. Clean. Angela is too funny. So now they all toast, and now Phaedra says, now everybody take off their wigs. So now Phaedra says, Phaedra goes on to ask Drew if she felt like her event was ruined because of that interaction. Porsha says, no, they didn't ruin it. Drew says it was really weird because Shamea wanted to talk about Porsha at the event. So Porsha's like, wait, what? I've been so pleasant and so kind. Like, really? So now they all start laughing at that. And now Phaedra says, Porsha, you are the problem. So Porsha's like, wait, am I the drama? Like, am I the drama? So now Cynthia says, hold on now, because Shamea came over the other day and she brought up you and her having some text exchange. Porsha shut that down immediately, honey. She said, listen, I'm not about to be defending a private text message. Like, that was in private. That was off camera. And she's right about that. I don't need to explain myself about a private conversation that we had via text. Whether we curse each other out, sing each other's praises, whatever we talked about via text, off camera, that is between us. I don't need to defend what I said, whether I cursed you out or not. What we spoke about was what we spoke about in private. Shamea, once again, you are grasping for sympathy, and it's got to stop. And the way Porsha keeps eating you up swiftly and quickly, because the way Mama said it, it was like, no, babe, I don't discuss what I talked about privately off camera. I'm not doing that. She is firm in her boundaries, and I'm here for that. We are both grown adults. I don't need to explain myself to anybody else about what we spoke about. Period. Yes, and that's it, and that's all. That's exactly how I feel about it. Nothing to prove to anybody in this group. And Shamea going around talking about this is ridiculous to me. She's paying her dust. Paying her dust, honey. Dust. So now, Porsha says, I should start invoicing people. And she should, because they're using her as their storyline. So now, Porsha says, when I was around her, it was at your event, it was pleasurable and fun. So now Drew tells him about the dinner that she had afterwards with Kay and Shamea, how things went left. She says, Kay got up and left her Chanel sitting in the chair. So she imitates Shamea. She says, in hindsight, I'll never do that again. And now here's where this scene really had me gagged. As she's talking about what happened the other day, the dessert comes out, right? And mind you, the dessert is a rainbow cake. I was on the floor. Porsha was like, don't do me. Like, don't do me with this rainbow cake, honey. Drew said, be who you are for your pride, girl. She says, dessert is rainbow cake. This cake is in honor of Porsha because you have a lot going on. They all start laughing. But the way Porsha gagged Drew. Now, Drew, you set yourself up for this one, babe. Because Porsha says, girl, I'll take one half of this rainbow cake. You can take the other half. Because we know that Miss Drew is as straight as a spaghetti noodle. She too also has feelings of she also has be who you are for your pride. Drew also has some feelings as well, honey. So when I tell you Porsha was quick with it, honey, quick. No, listen, honey. She is just as straight as a spaghetti noodle in water, all right? So Porsha said, okay, girl, I'll have this cake if you have some with me. Yes, and Drew was a champ. Drew was like, you know what, girl? You got that one. She even feeds Drew a slice. Drew was all up in it, honey. She enjoyed that cake. They all start laughing. Again, that whole scene just reminded me so much of old school Atlanta. It was phenomenal. So now Porsha's like, oh, is Ralph downstairs in the basement? And Drew says, oh yeah, he's downstairs. He can hear you too. So Phaedra's like, let's do a Morse code to communicate with him. So Porsha starts tapping on she's like, she's playing around and she's like, Are you okay? Is it a bitch downstairs in the basement? And again, this whole entire scene was perfection. They're all shading each other, doing Morse code to communicate with Ralph. Like, it was perfection. I said, this is the winning team right here. Honestly, keep this five-some right here. Angela, Cynthia, Phaedra, Drew, and Porsha. And we can recast Pinky, Shamea, Kelly, and K. Michelle. Maybe keep Pinky on for one more season to see if she can, give us something other than bankruptcy. But yeah, this is the winning formula right here. Bring Cynthia back up to full time, because Cynthia is working, honey, working. This scene was everything. So now it is the night of Pinky and Derek's skating event. They arrive and they have their food trucks outside. I love that. They're going to always have some good food. I'm here for it. Pinky says, I want to use this as a fun way to come together and have fun, not worry about bills or drama, just have a good time. Pinky, so mind you, it's like 80s style, so they all show up in 80s style skating attire, right? Pinky showed up in a hot wig. Even Derek was like, are you hot in that wig? And she's like, yeah, I actually am hot. We have Kelly and Shamea arrive. Their costumes were cute. Porsha says, I'm channeling Whitney Houston from I Want to Dance with Somebody. My skating skills aren't that great, though. Listen, you saw the thumbnail. They all looked really good. Drew and Phaedra arrived. I thought Phaedra nailed it. Phaedra looked really good in her 80s skating costume. It was really cute. So now we find out that Angela isn't here because it's the anniversary of her mom's passing. Now, mind you, this guy, Terry, pulls up. And I was like, why does he look so familiar? And why is he so awkward? So we find out that earlier in the day, Drew was hosting a health fair. And the next thing she knows, her hairstylist wants to set her up on a date with this guy, Terry. And Pinky said, hey, I'm having a skate party. You should come tonight. So she invited him to come. It dawned on me that this guy was one of Nene's little flings. And he went on Tasha K's show and outed how he was dating or sleeping with Nene. I'm just like, he gives very much clout chaser, because for you to out that you were dating or sleeping with Nene right after Greg passed away, it's just so tacky. Who does that? Drew was not interested in that man at all. I said, oh no, but yeah, that's who he was. Yes, he went on Tasha K's show and outed how he was also sleeping with Nene right after Greg passed away. Like, who does that? Just loser behavior. Yeah, the way Drew paid him dust, honey. And he was so awkward. He was just standing there like this. Like, it was just really weird. I was like, very embarrassing. Very embarrassing. Everyone in Atlanta is dehydrated. My goodness. Drew, stay away from that messy man. Just a mess, honey. Yeah, and I was just like, Pinky, really? You think that Drew wants him? Like, really? Like, I don't know. And the way Pinky was like, yeah, girl, get your man. I said, Pinky, stop. Please stop. The thirst for clout is nuts. Yes, it is. So now Angela does show up. They're all happy to see her. And Angela says, am I the only one who brought my own skates? What are y'all trying to say? They don't have my size? She said, stop acting like I'm the only one in Atlanta with a size 11 shoe. So now we see that Porsha says, Angela, I have a gift for you. I want to give it to you face to face. And it's a gift from Neiman Marcus. She opens it and it's a picture frame of Angela's mother. A very thoughtful, beautiful gift, right? That was very sweet of Porsha. So now we see that Drew also gave Angela flowers earlier in the day. Pinky also bought her flowers as well. And Pinky bought her a beautiful bouquet of flowers. She spent some good money on those flowers. She says, I know we had a rocky start, but I'm sending you my condolences. So Angela says, having your support means the world to me. She thanks them all. She says Shamea also sent me flowers. So they've all been there for her. I will say this. Atlanta, correct me if I'm wrong, but I have always felt like Atlanta has always been the only franchise where they could all be beefing down. Like they could all have said the worst about each other. But when times get tough, when somebody really is going through it, they will rally around and send a gift basket, flowers, food, check on the kids. Whereas on another franchise, Jersey, I hate to bring them up, Potomac. Baby, Potomac, they hate you. They hate you. We can go down the list. That beef it's just so bad where it's like they can't ever take the time out and say, listen, I know we don't see it for each other, but I really am sorry for your loss. It's really like F you. And it's so bad where even if somebody does send condolences and they're beefing, the person won't accept it. Think about when Giselle's father passed away in season 8, and Candace at the reunion was trying to give her condolences, and she started crying. She's like, no, I'm really sorry. You know, like even though we're not speaking, my heart does go out to you. And like Giselle wouldn't even accept Candace's condolences. Like that's how deep that hate runs. It's like, and I was like, are you serious? Like, listen, as cold as I can be with people, even if I don't see it for you, I will accept your condolences. Like it's like I'm not like the fact that Giselle could not even accept condolences, that let me know like, damn, like your heart is really made out of stone. Like that's just evil. But like I feel like on Atlanta, it's different where the girls can be fighting down and they will still say, you know what, girl, let's put that to the side. I got you in this moment. I'm sorry. My heart goes out to you. Potomac, that's why y'all have all these issues, because y'all can't be mature adults. It like the hate on Potomac runs deep. It runs deep. Because I remember when Wendy had brought up that her daughter Cameron was in like the hospital, and it was the season where they were talking about Eddie was cheating on her. And at the reunion, Wendy was like, I just thought that, you know, you guys would have reached out. And Giselle was like, you know, I don't like, girl, I don't care. Like, you know, I don't like you. It's just like, there's no humanity on Potomac, but on Atlanta, they actually do, like, there is still a love for each other, which I really enjoy. And that's why Atlanta can always bounce back. Whereas Potomac has been stuck in a rut because they are like, it's past holding grudges on Potomac. It's like on a different level of just hate. Like it's sick. It's really sick. Yes, I feel like Beverly Hills. No, I feel like if we're being honest, on Beverly Hills, it's that same hate too. Like it's that same hate I feel on Beverly Hills. If I like, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like it's the same thing on Beverly Hills too. We're like, even if if they don't like you, they don't care if something happened to you or your kids. Because Reno would still be on somebody's behind. Like, I don't know. I feel like on Potomac and Beverly Hills, that hate is so thick. Like they can't just say, you know what, girl, I'm sorry for your loss. Yes. Because when Lisa Vanderpump lost her brother, Kyle was like, girl, everybody dies. Like, okay, like we all die, girl. Like everybody dies, girl. Like, okay, girl, everybody dies. You're not the first person to have lost a brother. It was like, okay, girl, he died. Life goes on, girl. Like, all right. Like, yeah, Beverly Hills and Potomac are very similar to the hate. And Atlanta thrives because they're able to move past their anger towards each other and they can still put it aside and say, you know what, girl, I'm sorry. I care about you on a human level. Potomac and Beverly Hills can't do that. It's very sad. Very, very sad. Yes, honey. That yes. No, it is. It is. Yes, it is immaturity. It is immaturity. Yes, it is. Is they were all. She was like, girl, okay, like your brother died, and like, okay, like, girl, she was like, okay, girl, like my parents died, like, okay, like she was she was so cold. It was like, okay, girl, everybody dies. Get over it. I was like, well, damn, they are nasty on Beverly Hills and Potomac. Yes, Married to Medicine also does a good job putting things aside as well. I've noticed that on Married to Medicine. Very true. Yes, Nene ate Kim up, but she still sent a basket when Greg died. Yes, yes. They are. Claudia Jordan also sent her a basket. Like, yes. One thing about Atlanta, they can always ride for each other when it counts. So, mm-hmm. Yes, I agree. The funny thing is, Atlanta has the most vicious reads. Yes, they can still bounce back. If they can do it, there's no excuse for the others. I agree. Like, no, let's talk about that because the shade on Potomac is, babe, like, listen, let's talk about that for a minute. The shade on Potomac is light work. Giselle and them would not last a day in Atlanta. The shade on Potomac is light work, and they can't move past that. A mess. Yes. Oh, yeah. We all see each other. But even still, because Potomac and Beverly Hills are not a real friend group, but even still, on a human level, somebody says their parent has passed away unexpectedly or their kid got sick, somebody's in jail, like, you just on a human level, you will feel something and say, you know what, despite what you've done to me, despite what you said about me, I'm sorry to hear that. Can I send you a gift basket? Something, right? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, even just on a human level. You get, does that make sense? So, I don't know. No one can last in Atlanta. They put the BS aside when it matters. I agree. Yes, you still fill out cards for coworkers. Jizzy's mad she can't figure out how someone, child, even with both shows not having a real friend group, just have some compassion. I agree. Brooke, why doesn't the network step in and put a stop to the coldness? It's hurting shows like RHOP. I think that production and the network does like the toxicity. I think that, you know what it is? They won't put a stop to it until the viewership declines. Like, some of this is on us. And when I say us, that means me, all of us as viewers, right? Until we put our foot down and say, you know what, we're not going to watch anymore, then things will actually change. And they are able to change things up. Like, because our voices do matter. Because think about it. Season 8, when they fired Robin and they fired Nneka and then Candace left, that was due to a huge decline in the viewership because that year the ratings went down to the 5s, and they hadn't seen numbers like that ever. They've always seen 1,000,000, 900,000, 800,000. When they hit that 500,000 mark, it was like, okay. So I think that our viewership or lack of speaks. So until we say, you know what, we're not going to watch, then they're going to keep doing it. So you know what I'm saying? They have their favorites. Like, that's why, because those that are toxic, like Giselle and Kyle, they love them for some strange reason. That was an evil year for Potomac. It was. Can we put our feet down for Potomac? I think that it's gotten a little better. We gonna see what this season brings, though. It still sells. They're not changing anything. I agree. Potomac is so toxic till this day. I think that with Stacey coming on, it's been a little better, I think. Hey, Side Dynasty, thank you for the super chat. Just like last season when Londi passed, everyone in that Oakley Foundation gala showed up and went to Porsha, and when she was crying and showed support, yes, and showed love and condolences. Yes, very true. Yes. And remember, they were beefing. Angela and Porsha were going at it that last season. Yeah, and they all showed up. They all rallied around Porsha when Londi passed away. That's very true. Very good point. Thank you for bringing that up. I forgot about that. Does any franchise hit 1 million now, or are those days behind us? Beverly Hills is still hitting 1 million. Beverly Hills is still hitting it. They're still seeing 900,000 a million. So yeah, no, those days aren't over just yet. They're not over yet. Stacey has helped tremendously. I agree. But again, I was touched at the love that Angela received from all the women. So now, Porsha says, Pinky having this event was at the perfect time. We're dancing, having fun. And I loved how we saw them all skating. They were dancing, taking pictures. Like it was a good vibe. Also, Phaedra and K. Michelle on those, like, what do you call them? Like, I guess, are those considered like walkers? Like, what are they called? Like, if you ever like roller skate and you need that, like that like assistance, they had those. They were not trying to fall. I said, listen, I understand. Nobody has time to be injured. I get it. But they were all having a good time. So now we see they're all outside. They're all dancing. They form a Soul Train line. They're being silly. Now, okay, I don't mean to. I promise I'm not trying to be one of those people who's like super critical. But when Pinky was dancing and then Derek joins her, why did he jump on her back? Why was he trying to jump on her back? Why is a man trying to jump on a woman's back? Like, maybe I'm reading too deep into it, but I feel like everything is connected. You see that? 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 Okay, because we all saw each other. Because I just feel like, I promise I'm not trying to sound like fake deep, but I feel like everything is connected in life, and the mentality shows up in the little things. Like, I know it was a playful moment. They were having fun, but the fact that he jumped on her back, it just felt like that was telling to me. Like, am I making sense? Yes, theoretically and literally. Yes, we saw each. Okay. Yes, it was. She's carrying that marriage. Literally, like, we see each other. Like, it really is that deep. Like, before y'all say it's not that deep, it really is that deep. And I'm sorry, like, I could not imagine a man even playfully jumping on my back. Like, that's just not, like, yes, it was symbolic. It was symbolic. Okay, we're at the same station, honey. Okay, we see each other. We see each other. Yes, no, it's never. And that has never happened. I was so shocked. I was waiting for him to pick her up. You know, God bless. You know, yes, let's just talk. When I tell you one day we're going to really talk and have good conversation, because I want to say some things. I really do. It is. Godspeed. Godspeed. No, I'm saying it just gives role reversal. It just gives that, like, she's the provider. Like, God bless. Let's move on. Again, you know, it was cute to see Shamea and Porsha dancing together. I love when the girls have fun. I prefer when the girls are having fun versus at each other's throats. It's nice to see. And one thing about it, Atlanta can't put everything aside and just have a good time, despite them having petty beefs. So now we get to the last scene of the episode, and we see Porsha in her closet with her assistant, and they're going over, she's reorganizing her closet because she wants to make it into a glam room. So she's talking to her assistant about what she wants cleared out, and Dennis comes in. Dennis must have a key to her house, honey. He just walks right into her home. He goes up to her closet. He's like, hey, Porsha, like Porsha Williams, like, are you in here? So now, she comes down and they're making small talk. Mind you, Mike had bought her like 2 dozen roses. And he says, oh, nice flowers. That boy's working overtime. So Porsha says, even though Dennis can be Dennis the Menace, I love him and he is a good father. I couldn't ask for anything more than that. So now they go outside to talk. And I just have to ask, they film Atlanta in the middle of the summer. Why was Dennis dressed like he was bundled up in the wintertime? He had this sweatsuit on, these heavy jeans, boots, work boots. Like, why are we wearing this heavy outfit in the middle of summer? Like, are you not hot? It was weird. It was just so weird. So now he takes a deep sigh, a deep breath. Porsha's like, oh, not this deep breath. What is going on? So Dennis says, I saw the blogs of you in Brooklyn the other day. You don't think you need to slow it down? So Porsha's like, wait, slow what down? What am I doing? Dennis says, when you're dating, you don't have to tell everybody what you have going on. I get his point about that. Like, it's okay to move in silence. He says, you can't confuse my daughter like that. So Porsha says, first of all, nobody has met Pilar. I'm just dating and enjoying being single. Now, I will say, to Dennis's credit, although Pilar has not met, she hadn't met Mike or Sway yet, kids talk. These kids they have phones now. Pilar's 7 years old. I'm sure she hears her teachers talking, her classmates talking about what's going on with Porsha. I'm sure somebody at school said, oh, my mommy saw your mommy was out on the internet saying that she's dating a man and a woman. So, I get that from Dennis's standpoint. It's like, listen, be who you are for your pride. That's fine and great. But do you need to publicize everything? We have a child, like, it's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? Yes, kids absorb everything like sponges. I agree. And Pilar has been through a lot. She went through her ex-stepfather, Simon. Now, it's just like, I'm sure she hears a lot of things. I'm sure, kids can be cruel. She has some jealous kids in her class talking about, yeah, your mom was, married to to Simon. She broke up that marriage and now she's with, I'm sure kids talk. You said Dennis probably had a school bus full of women around Pilar. Now, how many women has Pilar been around Dennis? I hope he's not bringing the women around. I really hope not. Now on Jets, don't find it cool to embroil your kids in all your relationships. Yeah, everybody you date does not need to meet your kids. I agree. So Porsha says, first of all, nobody's met Pilar. I'm dating and enjoying being single. You had your opportunity to do that. Do you not remember that? So Dennis says, sure. So he says that Porsha asked me for my ring back around Christmas. Next thing I know that she's engaged. Porsha says, when you didn't bring the ring back in December, I met somebody and I got into a marriage. And you said it was too fast. Dennis says, yeah, and guess what happened? It's done. So Porsha says, you're done. You happened just as fast and you're done as well. I said, oh. So Dennis says, I waited for you to end this thing with Simon because I knew it wasn't going to work out. Porsha says, oh, that's nasty. You should not be doing a countdown on my marriage. Now, in all fairness, Porsha, you knew good and well that thing with Simon was not going to last, honey. You knew that was not going to be your forever. Please stop. The way you guys got together was just messy. Please. And you were still in love with Dennis. Like, your spinoff show, it was clear that the feelings were still there. When you lashed out like that, when you got that boom mic to hit Dennis and his mother in Mexico, it was clear that you were still in love with Dennis. So nobody believed for a minute that your heart was with Simon. It was not with Simon. He was a rebound. Please. Like that. Yeah, it was not the plan for you to be with him forever. So now Dennis says, this is painful for me because the day we met, I was intentional from the beginning. Now, Dennis, you cheated on her? Like, Dennis, here's my thing. Because I'm going to get you, Dennis. I'm going to get you. Don't you worry. Dennis, don't start. The reason why you guys are not together is because you are a cheater. So let's not act like this is Porsha's fault. You are not together because of your actions, not because of Porsha. So stop. Porsha says, no, I was intentional. I gave you a baby. I said, let's go look at rings. I probably asked you. So Dennis says, I got it done. Which brings me to my next point. I brought your ring back today. When he handed her that Cartier box with her engagement ring in there, I was like, Dennis, this is evil. Dennis, this is how many years later? Like that was really evil. That was clear that you wanted a reaction and you got it. That was really messed up. I felt bad for Porsha. Porsha looked shell-shocked because she was like, wait, what is this? Are you serious right now? She opened up that Cartier box, honey, and it's that gorgeous 10-carat ring in there, and she is livid. I'd be livid too, but I would just go and keep that ring, put it in a safety deposit box, and have it for safekeeping, sell it if need be, okay? But that was very nasty of him to do that. She says, I didn't know you kept the ring. What is that supposed to mean? You're doing too much. So now Porsha starts crying. And she's like, how dare you bring that ring back here? You gave it to me twice for an engagement that you effing broke. She says, you are the trauma. So now in her confessional, she says, in a perfect world, I love to be back with Dennis, but there's another side to us that happens when we're together, and I don't like it. I don't want to introduce Pilar to a toxic household. So now Porsha's going off on him, rightfully so. And she says, you're not going to sit over there with your tight ass pants and hand me that effing ring. When she said your ankle huggers, I was like, oh my gosh, Porsha was on one, honey. Again, I don't know why he had those heavy jeans on and those work boots. He looked a mess. So she says, keep the ring, give it to Pilar. I don't want it. So now Dennis says, well, we need to go to therapy. She says, no, we don't. There is no co-parent therapy. She says, for the sake of Pilar, I'll be damned if I bring her dad back in the house for her to see us together as a family, and then we break up. So she's walking Dennis out the house, and she says, I cannot believe that you brought that damn ring in this house. Get rid of it. So Dennis says, let me move on too. So Porsha says, yes, please move on, and don't be so nasty too bringing this up. That's just mean AF for you to sit up there and bring this ring back. It's messed up for me to even open that box and look at it. It's all messed up. It's triggering for me to see that ring. You could tell that, I know that people think that Porsha was giving Tubi movie acting, but I saw a woman who was genuinely upset and hurt at that ring. I've always thought that she was still in love with Dennis. And she did confirm it in the confessional when she said, in a perfect world, we would still be together, but because of X, Y, and Z, I can't risk it for Pilar. That's telling us right there that she would like for them to get back together, but it's just not going to happen for whatever reasons, obvious reasons, right? I saw a woman who was actually hurt. Like, I did not get acting. She was visibly triggered. Dennis, you do a lot of slick stuff and you low-key gaslight her. You knew that that was going to elicit a very visceral reaction. To bring that ring back 6 years later, 7 years later, she's moving on. She's moved on from you. And you want to bring that back up to bring up old feelings again and what could have been had you not cheated on her. Like, that was evil. That was really evil, Dennis. And I've always thought that you were I always thought that, for the most part, you were like a fairly stand-up guy. but you really showed your ass. Like, I was like, wow, like I couldn't, that was evil. That was evil. And when I say stand-up guy, I meant after you guys had broken up, I always appreciated how you were a good father to Pilar, and you and Porsha had a good relationship as co-parents, right? You always seemed pretty level-headed. That's what I meant. Before anybody says, Brooke, he cheated on her while she was pregnant, how can you say that? No. I'm talking about post-breakup. I always viewed him as a stand-up guy where he was a good father. Like, that's what I meant. He has poor character to cheat on her and then cheat on her while she's pregnant. So don't get what I'm saying twisted. Please, y'all, don't mix up what I'm saying. I'm saying post breakup, I always thought that he was a pretty stand-up. That's all I meant. But that was really nasty of him to bring that ring back. Now, Dennis, I do want to say, I wonder how your girlfriend feels, your current girlfriend who you live with, or she lives with you. I wonder how your current girlfriend feels hearing you say to your ex-fiance and the mother of your child that, let me move on. I'm sure I thought you were already moved on. I mean, that would be an immediate breakup. If I heard you say, let me move on then, and we're together. Okay, well, God bless. I wonder how your girlfriend feels. I'm sure she's pissed seeing this scene. A mess. Yes, he does want to be an agent of chaos. I agree. Just a mess. So now she closes the door on him, and now she storms back into her closet, and she's like, she's asking production if they knew about the effing ring. The fact that production kept filming, they were rolling those cameras, honey, nobody answered her. I said, that's how you know production is so messy. It gave that production already knew beforehand, because the way nobody could answer her when she said, did y'all know that he was going to bring that effing ring to my house? And they were all like this. They were all whistling, looking at each other. The other cameraman he's still filming. Nobody said a word. I said, a mess, honey. I said, they were all like, girl, just keep on filming, honey. Don't even answer her. A mess. They are all in cahoots. So now she says, that's pretty damn triggering. And now she starts crying. Her assistant walks over and hugs her. And Porsha says, Dennis has crappy timing. I'm coming out of a divorce, trying to rebuild. My heart is very soft right now. And here you go, bringing up old feelings. She says, I always think of his mental health. I wish he would do the same for me. And that's where the episode ends. Dennis, that was nasty work for you to bring that ring back. Now, Porsha, I understand that you're angry, but I would have taken that ring back and put it in a safe space. I mean, don't let your anger have you miss out on a nice coin. That's a 10-carat Cartier ring. I know, please. Like, never be that mad to leave money on the table, because that ring would have been right back with me in my possession. Okay. The way Fantasia's husband slipped the old ring off her finger and put it in his pocket. Yeah, I would have had that ring back in my pocket. Just saying. I mean, listen, I'm all for getting paid for my emotional suffering. So I'll cry about it, but I'm gonna get paid for it. So I would have cursed him out, but I also would have said, I still need this watch though, and I would have taken the ring back. So you said now Fantasia getting whacked now. I'm just saying, I gotta get this watch though. Listen, it would have been right back in my jewelry box, honey. So I'm just saying. The ring is a promise. The ring is a promise to marry. She can't just take it and not marry him. But it's on film. It's on camera that he is giving it back to her. So she has proof that, no, he gave it back to me and I can keep it now. So she's good. So Yeah, honey, broke it up into some earrings. I agree. We see each other. Make it into a nice necklace, some diamond studs, and we're good to go. I'm just saying, honey, a stacked wrist, exactly. Listen, okay, we see each other because, honey, it's on camera. It's on camera. Go right to that courthouse and no judge. You see on this, you see right here in this scene. He said, "I can keep the ring. I can have it back." I would be keeping that ring. So, he's returning it to her. That's her ring. I agree. It's her ring to take. I agree. Throw it into a trust for PJ. I agree. Make an heirloom for PJ. We see each other. 10 carats natural diamonds. Porsha is playing. Me and P would have matching earrings. I agree. I would take it and sell it. Take the proceeds and invest. Refurbish that ring. I agree. Turn that ring into a car, honey. Exactly. Yes, it will be made into earrings, tennis bracelets, etc. I agree. It's actually 13 carats. Okay, yes. She tried on a 10 carat in the store. Okay, so 13 carats, even better. Even better. Down payment on a house. Exactly. Listen, that's, mortgage payments. That's a down payment for something. That's a new Aston Martin, Bentley, Rolls Royce, Ferrari, Lamborghini truck. Stop. Please. And that's a new Bentley. I mean, she's playing. Again, I would have been like Fantasia's husband when he re-proposed to her and he took the old ring off of her finger and slipped the new one on and put the old ring back in his pocket. Okay? All right. So I'd sell and put the money into a trust for PJ. Pilar's college fund. Exactly. Put some money for PJ's tuition, car, etc. I agree. Give it to Kelly so she can buy a home. Listen, honey, y'all think I'm playing. And his tight ass pocket at that. Yeah, honey, in that cheap, ill-fitting suit. I mean, that was a mess. When I tell you the Fantasia live, the Fantasia and Tyra Banks live, that's still one of my favorite lives to this day. Like we had a ball on that live. We had a really good time. We had the sweet potato burning up at the tail end. I mean, we cut up so bad in that live. Listen, I would do just like Fantasia's husband did, honey. So, Porsha, go back and get that ring, okay? Go back and get that ring, honey. Get paid for your emotional distress. Just saying. A good time was had. Oh, that was a great live. You can't rewind to catch him in the act. Oh, yeah, I did. I kept rewinding the video of him putting the ring back in his pocket. We cut up so bad. I still think about the airport dates. She was weeping and boo-hooing, and the husband caused your smoke detector to go off. Yes, honey. Oh, yes, honey. Yes, honey. When I tell you, oh, that sweet potato was so burnt up, a mess. Yes, honey, the sacrifice was not in vain, honey. We had a good kiki because of it. Oh, we did. We cut up so bad. Kelly came on the show on life support. Pay me for my pain. He was slick. That live was a mess. That ring was serious. You could ice skate on the surface of that diamond. Best live ever. If Dennis is willing to give the ring back, who is she not to take it? I agree. Oh, I'm keeping that ring. I am keeping that ring. That ring, stop. Like, what are we talking about here? That ring will be right there. I'll be going down to the bank and getting a safety deposit box, putting that ring in for safekeeping, honey. Please. Like, Porsha, stop being, I understand you're emotional, but go back to Dennis and get that ring back, okay? I'm just saying. Oh, yeah, no sirens at all today. I know. We had a siren-free live, nice and quiet. Well, you know what it is? Everybody's still tired here because the games have been it's been back to back. I think everybody's just tired. So, like, nobody's really on the streets today, honey. It's been kind of quiet. Did Fantasia fire her dad because of what he said about the reproposal? Well, he was fired before that. Because remember, she hired her husband. She hired this man to now manage her finances. So her dad's been fired for a long time. A hot mess. A hot mess. We can go back and talk about her again. A mess. It's just real crazy to me how she married that man. Then all of a sudden her finances took a dip, and she's talking about they had to move out of her home that she paid for before she got with him. And he's talking about he took her out on airport dates. They would go to the airport parking lot with a Jimmy John sub split down the middle, watching the airplanes take off. This is a multimillionaire, Grammy Award winning singer. And all of a sudden she pays for him to have a trucking business. Stop it. Stop it. Just a mess. I mean, like, I need the women to wake up. It needs to, the desperation needs to stop. An airport date, honey. And she said, yeah, he would take me out on airport dates right after we got married because the money was gone. Don't you think that's a sign that something's wrong? That all of a sudden your money evaporates when you get with the man? And she said they would buy 2 subs from Jimmy John's, and they would split subs and 2 bags of chips and a big Diet Pepsi between them, honey. And they would sit on the roof of her car and watch the planes take off at the airport. Y'all better stop with this desperation. Y'all got to stop with this desperation. I'm telling y'all, please, y'all, stop it. Stop it. Yes, another businessman. Exactly. I never tell anybody this. And Jimmy Johnson's not even a Diet Pepsi for herself. But why are you inhaling jet fuel for a day? You can eat Jimmy John's all by yourself. Exactly. She's not embarrassed saying all this. She sat here and did that. That would have went to my grave. Why enter on struggle love? I agree. No, that's the truth. You never struggle with a man. You can do bad all by yourself. You never struggle with a man. You never. It's one thing to be down and out by yourself, but when you have a man, your burden should be lifted. If you can't get a manicure and you have a man, something's wrong. If you got to go and do airport dates with a man, something's wrong. If you can't buy yourself a new outfit, get some new makeup, and you have a man laying in your bed next to you, something's wrong. You've lost the plot. You've lost the plot. You can get your hair done, but you have a man next to your bed. You can't. What? Stop. You can stop, please. Like I'm about to get upset because it's terrible. These women, it's just a mess. That's the long and the short of it. That's the long and the short of it, Paris. Thank you. I'm not interested in Jimmy nor John. Okay. Exactly this. A parking lot date at the airport. No, ma'am. A mess. Too busy buying him briefcases. Honey, a hot mess. Oh, at the airport like Tom Cruise in that one movie. You need to watch Polygamous, Brooke. Everything you've been telling us is on the show. Oh, really? Is it on Netflix? I'll check it out. But am I going to be upset? Like, is it a bunch of desperate women? I already feel like I'm going to be upset. Is it going to make me upset though? Because I don't need to get upset watching something. Is being alone not an option? Desperation, honey. Desperation. A mess. You said, why Brooke watched that? But seriously, imagine going to the airport for fun. Dorothy, please don't bring this story up again. When I tell you, I could not believe it. Y'all sent me the link to watch the videos. I'm just so, to say that I was angry watching that. I mean, I could not believe this lady. I mean, she proposed to him, paid for the wedding, bought the rings. She bought her own engagement ring and wedding band, and she bought his wedding band. She paid for the honeymoon. She paid for the doorbell to ring and the food in the fridge. Like, this is sick. This is let's just, because I'm about to get really upset. I was so mad. Oh yes, Dr. Sharice. Shout out to Dr. Sharice. I saw her video on YouTube. I was really touched. I saw her where she shouted me out. I was really touched by that. She is so sweet. Oh my gosh. Yes. I was so shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, wait. Yes, I loved her video on it. Like, no, it's when I tell you, I'm happy to know that people are listening. Like, I've gotten so many DMs from y'all saying, like, Brooke, like, I broke up, I was dating a bum, and you're right. I just, people's lives are being changed, and I'm really happy. So, God is good. God is good. You saw the video too. She has great. Yeah, she does have great videos. She does. Honey, I have gotten a lot of DMs from a lot of y'all saying, like, oh, Brooke, like, your advice helped me. I was a desperado and I was chasing men around, and I realized it's got to stop. Like, we have some success stories, so I'm happy to hear that. So, what I'm saying is not in vain. What I'm doing is not in vain, because somebody's listening, somebody's taking the notes, applying the notes, and doing better. So God is good. Oh, God is so good. You said not the bald-headed bum texting me. They need to be blocked. They should not be texting you. They need to be blocked. There should be no way to contact you at all. This should be blocked from everything. Please block him right now. It was a great video. Your message is spreading. Oh, thank you. Reformed Desperados. Yes, I'm caught up on Love Island. Okay, no. We got to talk about Love Island. We'll do that. We'll do that in a separate video, I promise. But we will do that. Maybe Wednesday we'll do another live about hot topics and love. Because I have so many thoughts. You said send him to your own block party, honey. Exactly. You said I had a homeboy that worked. Good job too. He told me his wife at the time paid for the wedding. Child. We do have a lot of topics to discuss on the docket. We really do. Yes, block them. Stop enjoying watching them beg. I agree. I'm ready for tonight's episode too. Say no to Jimmy Johnson, maybe to Jimmy Choo. Okay. There can only be success from that mindset. It saves us so much unnecessary stress. I agree. By the grace of God, I can spot a dusty male thousands of miles away. I have been watching the season like this. I want a bombshell to come in for my girl Anaya. I do too. I have so many thoughts on everybody. Like, I have so many thoughts on especially Melanie. Like, especially Melanie. And her I wish Soul was meaner, and I wish Soul, like, Melanie was giving Giselle with the hazing of Soul. And like, Kata reminds me of Katie Ross, where she tried to pull that stunt on Kata when Kata came in, and Kata checked her quickly and swiftly. But I wish that Soul would check Melanie, because Melanie is so threatened by Soul. And Melanie is a mean girl, period. And immature and petty. Yeah, like, I have so many thoughts on everybody. Yeah, no, this season is real. Like, at first I was like, okay, we'll see. But no, this season is they're taking it. Like, this season, I am seated. Like, this season is good. I need Anaya to stop being the emotional support Black friend and start thinking about herself, like you said. Thank you. This being the group therapist for everybody and being the listening ear and the shoulder to cry on is really getting on my nerves. I think Anaya is a beautiful girl and I want her to win, but this whole thing of being the support therapist is wearing me thin. I need her to be selfish and focus on herself. I really do. Truly do. Yes, Pearson. Yeah, very much so. I need Anaya to be selfish. I do. I really do. We'll talk, y'all. We will talk. And when she wanted to vent to Sincere, he just said chin up. Yeah, he was like, he called her big dog. I was like, wow, really? You're calling her a big dog and then telling her to chin up? He's like, yeah, chin up, Bubs. You know, don't never let him see you sweat. Like, really? But if it had been somebody else, he would have comforted them and put his arm around their shoulder. A mess. Yeah, I didn't like that either. When Melanie was crying and he was like, in case he was like, yeah, go to her, like check on her. She's not the support group. She's not the therapist. She's not the mom. Melanie is an adult. She's not the emotional support animal. Like we'll talk, y'all. We will talk. I was irritated. Anaya and Trinity are placeholders. I think Bryce does like Trinity. I see the chemistry between them. I don't know. I think that, first of all, I like the way Trinity is playing the game. Trinity is having her way, I feel. I think that Anaya, yes, but I think Trinity is having her way, I think. Her experience from Anaya is completely different. Anaya wants Sincere. Yes, she does, because she did have a crush on him. He was her top two. She had a crush on Sincere and Sean. Sincere's mom got online saying she's rooting for Melanie because she's psycho too. Yes, I saw that. Zach is playing the game. Yes, he is. Oh, when I tell you, so I'm not going to hold you. I always had a soft spot for Gabriel. I always, like, I don't know why. I thought that everybody on social media was way too hard on him. I clocked that he was falling for Bea. And then when she got eliminated and he started sobbing, he fell for her. Like he fell for her. He fell for Miss Mamas. And I'm not going to hold you. That scene that episode where she left, I was crying. Like I was torn up. I was Trinity, honey. The way Trinity was crying when Bea left, I was sobbing down. I'm not even going to hold you. I was torn up, honey. Listen. But you know what? He's honest that he's honest that he likes sex and he likes women and he likes lots of women. Like he's honest about it though. Like he doesn't make any, he's not trying to act like he wants to just be with like one woman. Like he's very honest that he loves women. He can't get enough. He's honest about it. Like, I don't know. I like Gabriel. Him and Bea, they had a connection, honey. Gabe is a dirtier version of Sean. Oh, you think so? Yes, honey. Okay, you said, okay, Jesse, we see each other. You said you're a Latino love couple. Yes, honey, I like them. I listen. You said, I'm here for it, okay? Oh my gosh, I am screaming. Oh, you said your eyes were dry when she left? Yeah, okay, Kenzie needs to go. I need Kenzie gone. I need Miss Kenzie gone. I fast forward through all her scenes. Child, y'all have me in tears in these comments. Gabe will probably be good for one night. I know he would put it on for you. Brooke, have you been to Brazil? You guys are so funny. Yes, he does. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. For sure. For sure. For sure. Like 100%. 110%. Please. Let's just move on, for this conversation takes a hard left, okay? You guys are so funny. Oh my gosh. But yes, honey. Yeah, I have a soft spot for Gabriel. Um, that's all I had to say about that. I missed some super chats, y'all. Let me read the super chats. Hey, Tammy up north, thank you for the super chat. If we want to stay pretty, we don't need stress. Exactly. Hey, Tammy up north. Dennis should have checked Porsha from the beginning when his daughter was sitting on another man's lap. Dennis is no better than. Oh, I forgot all about that. Hey, Tammy up north. Thank you for the super chat. What bothered me is that her fate is that. Oh, PJ sitting on Simon's lap. I was like, what? Like, well, that's in the past now, Tammy. Simon's gone. He's a distant memory now. Hey, Darkchild99, thank you for the super chat. I'm very disappointed in Dennis for doing that stunt. My face was like, the second I saw that red box, like, what the F, before he even said what it was. Anytime exes be seeing you happy, so when they want to disrupt your peace, shame. I agree. That was really messed up of him to do that. Hey, Carly C, thank you for the super chat. You are correct. Pinky needs to be more soft, but the dancing thing was more cultural. He was riding her bumper. But yes, the relationship is a mess. But I mean, riding her bumper or jumping on her back for a piggyback ride, because it gave the latter. Like I didn't get riding her bumper. He was jumping on her back for a piggyback ride so she could carry him to the Sprinter van. That's what it gave to me. Hey, Erica Young, thank you for the super chat. I think if somebody would have told the group that Shamea was going through something, they would have lightened up. So I don't blame them for going so hard. Hey, Pearson C, thank you for the super chat. Even when Velvet died, Nene sent a text. Yes, she did. Hey, Miss C, thank you for the super chat. Haven't watched an episode, I'm back to support. Thank you, Miss C, I appreciate that. Hey, Cheap83, thank you for the super chat. If it wasn't Montel, it would have been Iyanla. Hey, Very Fiery, thank you for the super chat. Merry Christmas, Kelly. Oh, not head for everybody. Oh, okay. Y'all have me screaming. You said you'd be surprised at how many reality guys are homosexuals. They have no choice but to put it down. Bumper is slang for butt in Jamaica. No, yeah, I know. But like it didn't seem like he was like grinding on her. It just seemed like he jumped on her back. Like it just seemed like he literally like jumped on her back, like she was giving him a piggyback ride. That's what it looked like to me. I don't know. Maybe I saw it wrong. Who knows? Brooke, you are a trip. Hey, Traveling Trails Nature. Thank you for the super chat. Brooke, I've never seen you like this. Looks like you might need to book a trip to Brazil. No, I didn't even say anything. I just said, I like Gabriel, and that let's just move on, honey. Let's just move on. If you look at dance hall videos, you'll see he was excessive with it, though. He didn't have to ride her on her back like that. I'm a Jamaican, and Jamaican man could never ride. Y'all let men do too much. I'm too dainty for that. Are you Brazilian? Oh my gosh. Y'all have me screaming. Child. Let's just move on. But yeah, I'm excited for tonight's episode of Love Island. I can't wait to see what happens. It's going to be a mess. Yeah. I like Gabriel. And listen, y'all, I know y'all don't like him. I like him. So that's all I got with that. Yes, I saw that a producer of Love Island passed away yesterday. My condolences. You said, oh yes, Sierra and Teffy did an amazing job on After Sun. And I met Teffy in person. I met her at the Vulture party last month. She's really sweet. Yeah, a producer passed away. Very sad. Creme brulee. I'm screaming. Okay. Y'all see Creme brulee's comment? Yes. Okay. Yes, we see. Brooke, you're legit blushing every time you say. You guys are so funny. It's just the blush, child. It's just the blush. Not y'all trying to clock me, honey. Y'all trying to clock me real bad today. Child, y'all said I'm blushing. My God. My God. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. How did you feel about Sean Brooke? Oh, I was sad when Sean left. I wanted him to stay too. I felt so bad. I felt so bad. Next live show in Brazil, honey. We can do that. We can do that. That would actually be a good time. I have something to say about Zach. We'll talk about Zach. I promise. You said is blushing. Wait, what did you say? You said is the blushing on top of the blush. You said Sean is cool. Oh, child, listen. You definitely lit up. Yes, he is. He is very two-faced, Zach. He's very, and also he's gonna break Kata's heart. I can feel it right now. And also, it's a bit early, in my opinion. Zach and Kata have only been together for 9 days, and they're already going on a hideaway. I'm confused about that. I'm like, it's a little too soon for all that. And I just, the fact that Zach asked her that question, like, what if we have sex and then bombshells come in and then it's a whole, like, I'm like, Kata, the fact that he said that is your sign that you need to slow down. Do not go all the way with this man. Because I get that feeling he's telling you that he's going to break up with you if some new bombshells come in. I get that weird feeling. And they have the hideaway night tonight. Girl, if you go all the way with him, I just hope that you're ready for, I hope you're ready for things to turn around and be a mess. I agree. Yes, they do. They want the drama. They want the drama. Yeah, the hideaway was so late. It's always been like after Casa, I felt. Yeah, production wants to shake things up. People are too settled. We need more bombshells. Desperado. It kind of does feel like that. It kind of does. Oh, yes, honey. She was working that hand in that bed in the last episode. Oh, yes, honey. She was giving him a good job at that. Where are the bombshells, honey? Kata's moving how Sierra did last season. Kata run. You said Zach is not all that. I think Zach is cute, but his attitude has turned me off. She was. Caleb can go. I keep forgetting about Caleb. Caleb and Jen. I keep forgetting about them. You guys are so funny. Yes. And Kenzie and Corbin the other night too. Oh, she was having a good time. She was having a real good time. You said Zach is like Ace Kendall hybrid. Yes. Kenzie and Corbin sneaking around are annoying me. Same here. I don't have, when it comes to Corbin, I don't have much to say. I think that he's boring. Like, he's such a non-factor. Like, I don't have any thoughts really on Corbin. You said Kenzie's mouth was wide open, child. The fact that Zach thinks that Trinity doesn't fit the group, but Kata and Trinity seems close, and Trinity and Bryce pair well too. It's just him that feels that way. I think so. I think that Zach has an issue for sure. He does. I don't have any thoughts on Corbin. I don't. They're not like Soul. Yes, I like Soul. But but like Jen, I forgot about her. She is so boring. I'm just like, oh, she is so boring to me. Caleb's cute, cute country boy. He's cute, but he's boring. Yeah, like besides Kata and Soul, Jen and Caleb are just there. Jen was funny to me talking to Gabe. Yeah, she was. Because she was like, well, you're not generally my type. And Gabe was like, I never heard that before. Like, what do you mean I'm not your type? Like, I'm everybody's type. He was looking like he wanted to dump her and get Bea back. He was like, what do you mean? I'm not used to hearing this. Like, I'm everybody's type. Like, I'm not her type. He was so upset. I don't think Corbin has any thoughts, period. Yeah, I want some more male bombshells. Yes, honey. I love Miss Trinity down, honey. I love Trinity. Yes. I want Trinity to make it to the end. She is beautiful. She's playing the game just right. Like, she is playing the game so well, in my opinion. Gabe was like, whatever that means. Yeah, he was. He was like, honey, whatever that means. Like, girl, okay. The blonde girls are not used to being the minorities. They're not. Oh, come on. You said not Trinity has you questioning some things, friend. Oh, okay. Oh, I am screaming. Gabe is definitely popular in Miami. Oh, yes. Oh, absolutely. I don't see it for Bryce and Trinity. I think Bryce is waiting for his type to come in. All Trinity asked for is more affection. He took it as them having an argument. What's that about? But then I think that Bryce does like her, because he's been like, he keeps asking her if he's her type. I don't know. I really hope that Bryce is not playing her. I really hope not. I hope not. You said happy Pride, honey. I am screaming. Oh, you don't think Bryce is cute? Trinity needs a bombshell. I think that I won't be surprised by the end of this week. We probably will get 2 or 3 more bombshells, I think. It'll probably be 2 male bombshells and a woman, if I had to guess. Because they know that, if I have to guess, I won't be surprised if 2 new guys come in. So, Bryce is boring. Nah, he let Zach get in his head. Zach is playing the game. Yeah, that's what I think. I think that Bryce is attracted to her. Zach is the one getting in his head to twist his mind up. 2 guys and a girl. I agree. Bryce is cute. I don't know why he went back to talk to Kata. Kata had already curved him when she first came into the villa. So I don't understand why he thought that her feelings had changed. That was weird to me. You said they're going to send in Trinity and Anaya's types. Brooke Casa Amore starts next week. Already? Oh, why do I feel like it's so soon? That's kind of soon, no? When is movie night? I can't wait for movie night this season, because that's gonna be wild when they play back how Sincere's been playing Soul and Melanie, and then that's gonna be interesting. Oh, I didn't realize Casa starts next week. That's kind of early, no? I don't know. Yeah, it starts next week. Okay, all right. Yes, honey, they are treating her like Iyanla. She is the Iyanla of Love Island for sure. For sure. Movie night's gonna be crazy. I know. I'm ready for movie night. I am ready for movie night. Notice how Sincere got no screen time without Melanie. Yes, I did notice that. I need some melanin. Yeah. You said it does seem, it seems way too soon for Casa. Yes, they do. I thought it was halfway through. Yeah, we're not. Oh, you're right. I guess that is halfway through. Next week will be 3 weeks, right? Yeah, it's only, they're only there for 6 weeks. We're in week what? We're week 2, right? Or so next week will be week 3. So I guess that makes sense. It's only 6 weeks. You're right. We need Casa. Everybody's too comfortable. Sincere as a chop. You're right. Casa comes week 3. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I want Sincere to be exposed so bad. It's too soon for Casa. No, apparently no, it's not, because it's already going to be 3 weeks. Yeah, it does feel early for whatever reason. It's coming so fast. Yeah, I agree. It does feel like it's like, I'm like, we just got to the villa and now all of a sudden Casa? Yes, anybody with a name like Sincere or Angel, usually the antithesis of their name. Child. I feel like it seems fast, but we're on track. We need Casa people to shake things up. I feel okay, so I'm gonna say this before I sign off. I think that I can almost bet that everybody will be broken up by the time Casa comes. Like I can almost bet that all of the boys are going to come back with a new girl from Casa. Something tells me that all the guys are going to be on some BS. Like, I just get that feeling that all of the guys are going to bring somebody back. Like, Sincere's going to leave Soul. They're all going to bring somebody back from Casa. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. Yeah, Jen did eat with that. She did. Casa needs to come and mess with KC. Yes, I think Endgame, I think that KC and Soul are going to end up together. I think so. Hopefully, I need more mess. I hope so. No, they're going to be all broken up. I feel it. It's going to be a major shift in the group. That's the only thing that Jen ate. There's no loyalty amongst these men. They fold so easily. But is it folding, or is it you're exploring your connections, right? Like, I feel like this is dating in real life. You're exploring your connections, right? Like, as long as you're not, like, lying. I mean, you're dating. Like, that is what dating is. You're dating multiple people. It doesn't mean sleeping with everybody, but yeah, you are getting to know people to see who you're most compatible with. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think that with Love Island, Love Island is a heightened version of dating. In real life, we're not seeing the guy, or we're not seeing the people that we're dating. We're not seeing them dating the other people. Like, you know what I'm saying? We go our separate ways. We go home. We do our thing on whatever days, and we come back on a date. Like, in Love Island, they're there 24/7, so the feelings are more heightened because you have to watch each other interact with somebody else. So that's why it feels way more serious than what it really is. So, yes, it's an expedited version of real life. Exactly. So you really can't get mad at anybody because this is what dating is. So you are so funny today. Oh my gosh. Not his bird chest, honey. So I think that, yeah, like, we have to remember that this is dating in real life, but it's just a more intense version. Hey, Dark Child 99, thank you for the super chat. Innocent question: what's the difference between Love Island, Too Hot to Handle, and Are You the One? Is it the same show, different network? Never watched any. So I don't watch the other two, but I think it's like the same concept in a way. I believe they are all on Peacock, or one is on Netflix. Yeah, no, that's a good point too. It's very true. You see how some people aren't honest dating. They don't know how to communicate. Yeah, that's also very true as well. that does annoy me with straight men is they want to explore their options, but get annoyed when women do it. Yeah. Yep. Love and Lust. I watched Are You the One? It was good. Basically the same format and rules. Okay, that's what I thought. Are You the One? I feel like had more fist fights. Oh, really? They all have that one gimmick that makes them different. Okay. Yeah, I haven't watched the other two shows, but I feel like, yeah, the same premise. But yeah, I'm excited for tonight's episode. I think it's going to be explosive. Now I'm super excited for Casa. That's going to be a mess. They all have that milk competition thing. No, I don't believe so. You said the issue I have with men, they can't handle the women doing what they do. That's always how it goes. Oh, you know what? I wanted to show you guys something. You guys know how one of you guys asked me about like the goodie bags, the gift bags that I get at the Bravo events. I happen to have one right here on my desk. And you guys know I went to the Next Gen NYC party yesterday, the brunch. I had the best time. But this was the gift bag. How cute. It's an LL Bean tote bag. How cute is that? So anyhow, they gave me, how cute, a Rhode Beauty, Hailey Bieber's skincare line. They gave us a Rhode Beauty, like, how cute, a makeup toiletry bag. And then we got like little goodies in it, like all sorts of like sunscreen, a charger, and I even got this. Wait, hold on. And they even gave like a fan. How cute is that with the ring light attached to it? Yeah, babe, when I tell you Bravo spares no expense on these parties and the budget, honey. They give you some good gift bags. How cute, right? They always have the really great goodies. So I just thought I would show you guys. A lot of you guys asked me to show you the gift bags. Yeah. So how cute is that? But yeah, guys, isn't it a great? I mean, they do a really good job. They do a great job. Yes, honey, very cute. And right, it's the color is crisp. It's so cute. Honey, they take great care of us. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I had the best time. Oh, of course. Yeah, you guys asked, and I said, "Oh, let me not take out all the stuff. Let me keep it to show you guys because a lot of you guys have asked about the gift bags, and they do a great job with the gift bags. They really do. They really do. But you said Bravo does an amazing job. No, they do. They spend really. The budget is there. The food, everything is just phenomenal. Oh, thank you so much. We had a really great time. No, it is, isn't it? Oh, it's perfect. Especially it's been so hot. It's perfect. But guys, I'm going to end the live here. We have Rhode Island. Rhode Island will be tomorrow. And then I think I'm going to do, after Rhode Island, I'll do a Hot Topics live. We'll talk about everything Love Island. We'll talk about Summer House. We got to talk about Summer House part 3. And then the bonus episode coming on tomorrow night. So Rhode Island tomorrow. And then Lord willing, Wednesday, we'll do Hot Topics, Summer House, Love Island, all of it, okay? So guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you all tomorrow for Rhode Island and then Wednesday for Hot Topics. And yeah, so I'll see you guys. I'm making up for lost time. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys. Always a good time with y'all. Always. Oh, wait, I missed a super chat. Hold on. Hey, Pearson C. Thank you for the super chat. This live got me through my whole workout. LOL. Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh, that is so, I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy. Because listen, sometimes the workouts can feel like they're taking forever. So it's nice when the workout is over and done with. You got it done and you had some entertainment to go along with it. That's the best. But guys, I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye, guys.